something in life that you can't be. No. Who ready to change the world? Together we gon' change it out. Welcome to this badass family. Oh, never said it's something in life that you can't be. No. I said who ready to change the world? Together we gon' change it up. Look at all these badasses. Welcome to the family. Let's break away from reality. It could be damaging. Sticking to my roots. Teaching the recruits. Gotta pay the way. Always on my job. No excuse. CNG. Look at what we built though. Day by day. Night after night. Pushing away what's wrong and fighting for.
Hello, chat. Hello, you badasses. Hello, you badasses. What's up, chat? Yo, what's up, motivators? Hope y'all can hear me. Hello? Hello? Can you, like, hear me, bro? Thanks.
Welcome to this badass family. Oh, never said it's something in life that you can't be. No. Who ready to change the world? Together we gon' change it up. Welcome to this badass family. Oh, never said it's something in life that you can't be. No. I said who ready to change the world? Together we gon' change it up. DRT, we a coalition.
Go create post chat. We gotta let everybody know we live. I'm over on Facebook.
Together we gon' change it up. November 15, 2019. That's when I started up chasing my dream. Y'all been with me ever since.
Damn.
Now it's all making sense. Yeah. Together we gon' change the world. I said together we gon' change the world. Together we gon' change the world. Together we gon' change it up.
Oops.
Who ready to change the world? Who ready to change the world?
Yo, M, what's up? What's up, M? Yo, Carl, what's up, dude? Vote, what's up? Yo, Miss Amanda. Oh, Steven. Sorry, I forgot Steven. Yo, Steven, what's up, dog? What's up, Steven? What's up, Steven? What you up to, bro? You chilling or what? There we go. All right, chat. Sorry, I just had to get all that ironed out there right quick. Bam. And I don't think I could do that until I started anyway, so I can get the link, right? Unless I just don't know what I'm doing, which could very possibly be it, right? Very possibly be it, chat. All right, so here we are, chat. Yo, it's Mental Health Friday, right? Mental Health Friday. How's everybody doing today? Yo, Matt, what's up, dude? What's up, Matt? What's up, Matt? So, chat, it's Mental Health Friday, right? How is everybody feeling? Yo, how's everybody doing? Is everybody okay? Everybody good? What's up? Talk to me. Talk to me, motivators. Talk to me, motivators. Tell me what's up. Yo, I want y'all to do me a favor, man, if y'all could, right? Yo, if y'all could just put one thing down in chat that you're thankful for, okay? Put one thing down in chat that you're thankful for. I'm gonna tell you what I'm thankful for, man. I'm thankful for obviously number one, being above the ground, right? I'm thankful to have a roof over my head, chat, you know, and I'm thankful for my dad being better on the medical side. Yo, there's just there's so many things to be thankful for, you know what I'm saying? If y'all could pick something that you prefer, right? Something that you think the most, right? That means the most to you and what you're thankful for. I'm thankful for a beautiful daughter, chat. I'm thankful for this beautiful fucking family that we're building over here. And I'm thankful for this mental health stream because I think this is one of the most important things that we do, right? What games are you interested in that release soon? I'm not quite sure, Carl. I'm not quite sure what all is being released earlier or in the near future, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not quite sure. Right? I don't really know what all games are upcoming. I know Battlefield's coming out, which I watched a little bit of that, and I think that's going to be good. But other than that, I don't really, I look a lot through a lot of stuff, and unless it just jumps out at me and it's like, hey, man, let's fucking do it. Right? I kind of just skim on past it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. Yo, you thankful for your family, Mr. Steven? That's one thing to be thankful for. You still downloading that Call of Duty, bro, huh? Still downloading that shit rip, bro. Thankful for meeting you. Yo, I'm thankful for fucking having you as part of this family, dude. Right? But I'm thankful for you being here and being part of this family. You know what I'm saying, man? That shit means the world to me. All y'all being here means the world to me, right? I fucking love it, dude. I love it, chat. It means the world to me. Let's see. Mental Health Friday. All right, chat. Once again, this is our Mental Health Friday stream, right? What we do here, man, is like we all out here trying to keep our head above the water, right? We all out here trying to keep our head above the water. That's the sole purpose of this, right? Is to bring up topics, bring guests to the table, have y'all jump in the Discord, you know, if y'all wanna yak, right? Have all these things in place, right? So that we can educate ourselves, right? So that we can educate ourselves to be better people, right? That's kind of what this is all about, man. To be better people, to help keep our heads above the water, to figure out avenues and different approaches to solving problems that we encounter in life, right? And I think probably one of the most beneficial thing is that even though some of these things don't apply to each and every one of us, even though they don't apply to each and every one of us, chat, it may at some point, and we can all take away a lesson from it, right? That's my opinion on the matter, y'all. My opinion on the matter. What y'all reckon? I'm thankful for the family and the Jovi got 3 days ago. Wait, what, Carl?
Hey, boys.
What's a Jovi?
I mean, caw.
I need a better bird call. The that's our
So
I'm ready
before-
secret.
Welcome to the pigeon loft.
I totally forgot. So before the show, I told the guys we would do like a code word, and I was like, instead of like coming in and saying "What's up, you guys?" I'm done. I'll say like "caw." It's so silly. So, all right. So today's before we get into the subject, happiest time of the week. I guess my most favorite part of the week was I'm still growing as a person, as a streamer. I know I say this shit a lot, but I really am.
Yo, chat.
My
What's today's
favorite
date?
part
The
of the week is
26th.
I got to talk to my best friend this week, and I haven't talked to Chris in a long time, and our careers have gotten the best of us. So, Chris, I just want to say, man, I'm glad that that me and you kind of reached out to each other, and we're not back in the full swing of things, but it's good to have you here. The other part of my week was the
Yo,
worst
Miss
part
Chelsea,
of my
what's
week
up?
was
What's up, Miss Chelsea? How you doing?
I don't know. I just feel like today was the worst part of my week just because I had a challenge come up at the last part of the week and I need to really fix it. So it's something personal, but it's not anything serious to you guys. Something that I can deal with. Okay. Most repeated thought was my kids and their future. I just seriously, some days I'm like, dude, am I doing the right fucking thing for my kids? Am I like, are they gonna go look at my stream and say I was weird or something? I don't know. Just weird shit like that. So, anyways,
Yo, Miss
moving
Chelsea, what's
on.
up, sweetie? How you doing?
Chris, Matt.
Let's see. I think the funniest part of the week was last night. By all means, right?
Yeah. That was fun.
The best part of the week, dude, was, I mean, obviously hanging out with y'all, right? This is probably one of the things that I know we always have time for, you know, and this is obviously important to all three of us, right? And the cool thing is, man, and this is one thing that I tell people a lot, especially being a former Marine, is that you can go, dude, like without like talking to people or whatever, but those true friends, like no matter what, you're always picking up right where you left off, dude. And I have that with y'all, you know.
So cool to know, bro.
And I love it, dude. And I love it.
Me too, man.
Right.
I'm glad to have you back, Chris, bro. Like not back, but just like, you know, shit gets weird when you like, it's just like careers, you know, they come and go, and we learned a little bit. I think we're coming back together, you know, as like we used to be before, bro. I love me and Chris had a lot of cool, amazing moments coming up as streamers, and I feel like even though we're not where we probably, I mean, where I'm not want to be, Chris is as a partner, and I knew I saw it in him. And Chris, I just want to let you know that even though there's a lot more life to live, bro, I'm glad that you're gonna be a part of that.
Hopefully, dude, right? That's the plan. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And
And you
then-
too, Matt. Fuck, I always forget about Matt because he's so fucking quiet.
Yeah, he's just chilling. He's just listening, active listening. He's practicing
Like,
active
Matt's
listening.
just like, what about me?
Yo, you would do really good in GP as law enforcement because you use active listening. And
Yeah.
then the
Active God's plan listening.
another best part of the week
Nice.
was reaching out to those professional folks. Come out here and take a look at that big old hard drive, dude. That's just sitting there being a waste of space, right? So I can get more games going
Yeah.
and shit. So I'm excited about that. I Man, the worst part of the week, I've just been without sleep a lot lately. I don't know. You just,
That
you know, you get
sucks.
stressed out,
Yes.
right? You get stressed out, like trying to iron
Yeah.
everything out, making sure everything's smooth, worrying about like, am I making the right decisions? Is everybody enjoying what I'm doing? You know, like just hoping for the best. You know, like that gets to be a little stressful at times, but at the end of the day, right? There's a lot worse things to have. So I'm still grateful, you know, that it could be that it's not as bad as what it could be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Chris, I really understand where you're coming from. It's good to have this show so we could just like lay it all on the table because it helps us be honest with ourselves.
Absolutely.
And so we could just say, at the very least, we put it out there and this is what I got to work on. You know, everybody knows it. So I need to work on it double, like, you know, or whatever, or not take it too serious, whatever the case might be.
Right.
But I feel like it helps us be honest with ourselves. All right. So, Mr. Matt, we're waiting. Wait, Chris, what was your most repeated thought? Did you say that?
I don't really have those.
Yeah, Chris is fucking weird.
I
He's
am, dude.
He's not weird like as in like discounting weird, but just he's got a mysterious thing going around. Like
It's my brain. It just runs in 900 million directions, dude. And
yeah,
like
I get it. I mean,
it's a.
if you were to
it's
say
a
your
fault,
most
don't get
repeated
me
thought,
wrong.
you'd be like, which one?
I'd be like squirrel, squirrel. Somebody said squirrel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
squirrel's a
right,
good
okay.
one.
So, okay, how about this, Chris? Let's break it down. If you were like me, what was your most recent repeated thought?
I wish that Monday was here so they could fix my shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's there you go. All right, perfect, Chris. All right, moving
Jeremy
on to Matt.
Smith, what's up, sir? 76 motivated
have to change
subscribers,
my
bro.
first one
I
now, I
know,
think,
Jeremy. I
'cause
know, man.
I'll
I'm so
keep
proud,
it
bro.
in
I'm so
mind.
proud, dog. So proud, sir. How's your day going,
No,
Jeremy?
it's just really nice to.
Jeremy, how's your
kinda
day
hear that
going,
you
bro?
two
Miss
have,
Chelsea. Miss
managed
Chelsea.
to kind of catch up with each
I
other
need-
properly.
can you do me a
and
favor?
things, 'cause it
Can you
seems a bit
can you list one
strange
thing
to
that you're
myself,
thankful
and I
for?
suppose to a lot
And
of
Jeremy
people in
Smith, if
chat
you don't
as well,
mind as well, sir,
you know,
I'd
because
appreciate
we
that. Right?
Probably watch both of you
Uh,
quite regularly. We kind
Yo,
of
Carl, I'm
assume
dude.
quite
I'm so
often,
happy that you
and
got that
especially
job,
with the
dude.
Friday
I'm
nights
so
as
happy
well,
that you
is
got that
that
job,
you-
dude. I was so
you're
excited when
probably
you
in
when
a
you
lot
said
more
it while
kind of
Miss Casey was
communication
streaming.
with
You know what I'm
each other,
saying?
really, but you know,
Right.
that
I'm so
obviously
excited
hasn't
for you,
been
dog.
the case, so it's just nice that
Yo,
you've
we're
been
gonna
able
be adding
to
some
kind of
games.
catch up, because I know how important that is to both of you as well. So I'm kind of the new one, the kind of thorn in the middle, I suppose, really, in a lot of ways. And I talked to both of you, and I didn't kind of know that you weren't, you know, sort of in contact as much as I obviously assumed that you were.
Nobody
so
knew.
good to-
Nobody, and it's
No,
not.
no.
And it wasn't like a dramatical thing. It was just like something I noticed, and me and Chris
what?
noticed, and we were like, "Bro, it's been a while, man. It's like,
Yeah.
what have you been up to?"
It's
You
these,
know?
Yo,
these
hashtag
Fridays,
change the
isn't it?
world,
We
bro.
obviously have a little bit of a chat beforehand and things, and you know, I kind of miss both of you during the week as it is.
Yo, me too, bro.
I you know, I kind
Jeremy,
of
me too.
assume,
That's what
or
I
it
said,
feels that's a
right?
good conversation.
I
but,
went ahead and said what I
you
was
know,
thinking
it's
before, like
not-
at the start,
it's
dude, and
not
that was
proper
right there at the
personal
top,
kind of
dude.
friendship
Right there at the
talk,
top.
is it, on a Friday evening?
Yo, we're
It's,
so like
we
chat.
don't
What we're
kind of
doing, man.
catch
What we're
up
doing
sort
on the
of
Facebook
properly
side,
with
bro,
each
and
other,
what we're
really.
doing here with this mental health
Although
stream,
we're
all
here
this
for a
stuff, and
couple of
the
hours
family
and
that we're
stuff,
building
so-
is just a beautiful,
but
beautiful
anyway,
thing.
my
Beautiful thing.
proper first one is we got a sort of first report sort of this week from
Yo, me too, Miss
Carl
Chelsea.
mentioned
Me
him
too.
again
It was
as
so
I
much
normally
fun,
do,
man.
from
I'm
my
ready for the next
son's
time. All right,
in
I'm ready
sort
for
of
the next
nursery.
time.
And that was really nice because we haven't really been getting a lot of feedback from them, so it was nice to kind of hear how he's developing and how he's kind of considerate to other people in nursery, how they've kind of recognised what I've said, that he recognises
Yo, chat,
when
Matt's
other
so proud of his
children are
son.
kind
I
of
love it, dude. I
upset
love it.
or they've been
I love
hurt
it. I love
and
it. I
things
love
like
it,
that.
chat.
And
I love it.
he goes over to kind of comfort them and things. So that was really pleasing just to kind of have that feedback, really. So that was a good thing. A bad thing of this week, again,
Oh, it
kind of
does work.
outside of the
Yo, chat, it
home,
works.
really. There's
Sweet.
been quite a few protests over here that
Yes,
have ended
man.
up escalating and getting quite violent towards the police, with lots of damage and things being caused, mainly by people that don't agree about kind of the lockdown
No
and
shit,
sort
chat.
of just the government kind of controlling things as much as they are. So we've had a few of those going on in different areas. And my
That's pretty.
Most repeated for
That's pretty interesting, right?
Just being, I was
Pretty
a bit more observant this week, kind of walking along, and just heard so many people sort of moaning to each other, really, and complaining to each other about all sorts of things, about other people, about work, about how their day's gone, how their evening's gone, family, just kind of general conversations. But it just dawned on me, and I realized how many of those were quite negative. So I've spent a lot of this week sort of thinking that we're on the right track, I think, on these Friday evenings.
Yo, Jeremy, I played the old school Change the World song too, bro. I'll play it again. I'll play it again for you. I'll play it again. Yo, every time, for some reason, when I fire up on YouTube, bro, I play that one, dude, because all I think about is like Jeremy, dog. You know how you're always like, bring back the old school. All right, I got you, dog.
The importance of being positive and trying to see and appreciate the good things around us, rather than having those kind of negative conversations and being drawn into those, if you like.
Absolutely. That's interesting. That's interesting to tell that you were saying that people are starting to riot over the over being stuck in the house and shit. Which, I mean, people go stir crazy. I understand it. I just didn't know that it was like popular or transpiring in other places. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's been kind of changes in laws and things during this time as well. There's been sort of some temporary laws brought in place for the virus, and I think
you're goddamn right, Jeremy. Jeremy, and the day that we do meet face to face, bro, it's gonna be just like fucking homeboys, dog. I'm just gonna run up and give you a hug, dude, and we're gonna fucking hang out and have a good time. You know what I'm saying, Jeremy? There will be a day, dog. There will be a day. Mark my words, bro. Mark my words. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, dude. And I'm fucking proud of it, Jeremy.
Believe in, and I don't.
I'm proud to have that friendship with you, dude. Seriously, man.
And the silly thing for me as well is
that's just what we were talking about too. Like, I don't know if everybody understands this,
already said
or
they're going to start easing,
or maybe it's just different because of the Marine Corps. But like,
so
I have fucking friends, dude, from the Marine Corps that I haven't talked to in like fucking 6 years, right? And then 4 years before that, right? But as soon as we talk on the phone, or as soon as we talk, it's just like there ain't a day that gone by. You know what I'm saying? And I have that bond, dude, Jeremy. I have that bond with. What do you say?
I agree.
I have that bond with you, bro. Right?
So okay,
I have that bond with much. So I have that bond with like a lot of fucking people, man.
Because
I know life gets
like
busy, chat.
Was
you know,
going around to the classmates and like, hey, you want a family? I feel like, hey, don't worry about it. I got you. You know,
don't worry,
like, my dad's a counselor. You're good.
You make him sound like he's going around selling.
Hey, y'all do me a favor too, chat. All y'all that are in here, yo, if y'all could, say a little, whatever it is you say, you know, to whatever higher authority you believe in, and show a little love to Thomas Paul. Yo, he got into a tussle with a suspect last night while he's trying to arrest him, and got banged up pretty good. It was off work, right?
You guys,
I think he was like cracked a rib or something, dude. So if y'all could do me a favor, man, whatever higher authority y'all believe in, if y'all could reach out and show him some love,
yeah,
I'd appreciate it.
But I know who I'm just joking.
He's got such a good sense of he's had such a good sense of humor from being
Miss Chelsea. I can't wait. I can't wait till y'all come back in town, or I go up there, one or the other. You know what I'm saying?
Obviously, we kind of try.
I'm so proud of myself with the living room, man. I worked really hard in the living room last night, y'all. Got it all reorganized, like, looking fucking good. You know what I'm saying, chat? Move myself away from the wall a little bit, give myself a little breathing room and shit.
Sort of. Anything that happens,
yeah, he got into a tussle with a suspect they were trying to arrest. Got banged up. Had to go to the hospital and shit.
And things he says thank you all the time, please all the time. You brush his hair and he says, "Oh, thank you very much."
Wow,
that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
It's just a joy to be around, really. And I don't know where he gets it from. I honestly don't, because he's seemed to start doing that before we even tried to encourage him to. So it's be interesting to kind of watch him develop, really, and kind of exciting to see him change.
Yeah, that's super badass.
Yeah, it is really cool to even notice that you're like as a parent. I, had
I
no
do
idea,
miss Chelsea.
like,
I do. I miss
at
y'all
first,
already.
when I-
You
when I
know,
fir- when
chat.
Jordan was
There's
first
gonna
born,
be
I
a
was
day.
kind of
There's
annoyed
gonna be a
with
day
him,
that I'm gonna travel around and
honestly. I was
meet
like-
up with people, man.
was like,
I would love to do
why
that.
you keep asking
right? I
questions
would love to
that
do
you
that.
should already know the questions to like answer to.
Mm.
Like, but I really quickly, within like a month or two, as a parent, I was like, this kid has no fucking clue. Like,
Yeah.
I gotta make it seem like he's from Mars and I'm from Earth. Like,
Mm.
and I wanted to show. And when I told myself that, then it became a real bond. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
I
chat,
was-
don't forget about this,
otherwise, I
y'all.
was just like, what? Like when my son first was born, I was really annoyed with him. I
Don't
was
forget
like,
about this,
why
chat,
doesn't he
all right?
understand? Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't understand. Like, how you? Because it was like at 1 or
Let me bring
2
this
though. It
bigger.
wasn't like when he was first born. I was like, why are you hungry?
Yo,
Like,
chat,
no.
smart goals.
It was like
right?
when he was 2
Smart
years old. He
goals.
was like, Dad,
Make sure
Dad,
you're
I'm
always
waking
setting
up. I was
smart
like,
goals for
"Yeah,
yourself. This is
how
another
you
thing that
doing? You
will
wanna lay
help out a
down
lot
with
with
me?
keeping
I'm
your head above the
really
water.
tired."
Okay, y'all.
And he was like, "No,
Specific,
I'm gonna fucking
measurable,
slap you in the
achievable,
face and run
relevant.
away." Like, I
Yeah.
was like, why won't
All
you
right,
understand?
and realistic and
Yeah,
time
like,
bound. You know what I'm
but,
saying,
you know,
y'all? Make sure y'all are setting y'all
anyways,
smart goals.
I understood that like he just wants, like primitively, because like him and I used to like watching like Lion King, like or like
Mm.
lion
we go.
videos, just
There we
lion
go,
videos,
chat.
nesting and being a lion family. And I was like, primitively, he has no fucking clue. Like he has no
Yeah.
clue. And some of these cubs are going out after 6 weeks of training. Like I have 18 years to train my son how I want him to be. And
Mm.
Yo, y'all
And I
was
was
done
like,
done quick,
okay,
Miss Chelsea.
you know?
Y'all was done.
so I think it's cool that you know that about him and that because I wouldn't have, I didn't think about that growing up as a kid and as a parent. I was like,
There we
just
go,
don't listen to
chat.
what I say.
There we go.
I had no
I don't know why I
idea
didn't
there
have
was
this view in the
morals
start. My bad.
involved. I was like, what is this shit? But
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
I can't wait
um,
until
I
the
think
day
that's the
comes where I get
good
to travel around and
thing
meet
of
all
the-
y'all, man. That'd be cool as
bonus
shit.
perhaps about sort of because he's 3 and I'm kind of 46 now, so we had him when I was 42 43 and I can honestly kind of say that I think experience and past experiences, so many different roles and things, has really kind of helped me out, because so far there doesn't seem to have been many shocks where I'm sure kind of years ago, if I'm not sure how old you were, Mud, when you had your children, and the same for Chris, but I think being so much younger, I probably would have dealt with things completely differently, and I probably wouldn't have noticed a lot
Hey,
of
Jeremy, I
things as
understand
well.
completely, bro. And that,
Um,
look, dude,
I
look, dude,
struggle
life
some
happens,
days kind of
and
running
obviously,
around
like, shit that's going on
trying to have
is
the
priority
energy that
number
he
one,
has,
Jeremy,
and he's,
right?
it's hard to keep up with.
Shit going on is
sometimes,
priority
and,
number one. You know what I'm saying?
kind of my
Right?
knees
And I
give
respect
up now
that.
and
You
again
know what I'm
as well.
saying? Like, and I understand
That's
that.
one downside,
You know what I mean?
I suppose, to having children when you're a little bit older.
You ain't
but,
never got to apologize for nothing, bro. Just know,
think
I hope
if
that you
it
know
was-
for
it
sure,
was
though,
just the right
Jeremy.
time for
Just
me, I
promise me
think.
one thing, Jeremy.
It just felt
Promise me
kind of
that you
natural.
know that when you need something,
and
all you got to
I
do is
have
send that message, dog.
So
right?
far,
If you ever need
kind of
anything,
found it how
if
I
you
kind
ever
of
find
expected it
yourself
to be,
like
but I
fucking
think
needed to
being
fucking vent some
younger,
shit or
that
whatever,
probably would have
like you
been
do know that I'm
quite
here for you,
different
right?
Experience, I think.
If you
Well,
don't know
you
that,
know,
then
we're
I've done a
built
poor
for
job at
ourselves.
relaying that, and I'm
We're
sorry
built-
for that.
and we're
But
built
trust me, dude,
for,
if you ever need anything,
we're built
I'm a
for
message away,
ourselves,
dog.
We're built for
Right?
our kids, and then we're built for
Yo,
other
Mark, what's
people.
up, bro? What's up, Mark? How you doing, dog?
Depending on the situation, is what kind of scenario you take.
I
But
hope
to know
everything's
that,
going okay. All right, Jeremy.
To be aware of
But
what
just
kind
know,
of
dude,
situation
if
you're
you need
on
anything, I'm here, dog.
would be amazing. So
Mm-hmm.
once you have kids, it's not all about you anymore. It's,
No, definitely not.
it's about
yeah.
your kids. It's
Mm.
about your kids and your wife and your husband or whoever it is. It's
All right,
if
we're
you
gonna
can live
uncheck
that
that
life,
statement,
go
chat,
for it.
for
If
me.
you can,
Mhm.
and
We're gonna
you're
uncheck
okay
that
to live,
statement.
whatever the
Mhm.
case might be, you guys know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about, right?
76
Okay.
motivated
All
subscribers,
right,
Jeremy.
so that was a
76,
really good
dog. Hell yeah.
interlude, intro talk. I feel like that was great. It kind of leads us. It doesn't. I don't know how it's going to be able to correlate with spiritual stuff, but I'll tell you right now. Is Miss Ossifer coming on right away? Is Marcia? Is she
She
here? Is
doesn't-
she in waiting room or anything?
No, she's not in the waiting
Can't,
room.
can't see her at the
I'm messaging her
moment.
right quick.
I have
What do
sent
we-
her a message as well. So
Okay. What about emails? Any emails?
no, I've checked those. There isn't
Okay.
any emails at the moment either. So we've obviously replied and been talking to the people that have emailed us.
Okay.
So
here's
yeah,
what I
we're all
like.
up to date with that one.
All right. Thanks. Thanks for letting me know. Hey, McCreed, are you out there? Are you ready? Because we could take you now, and and show if there's anybody that wants to come in from either Chris's side or my side. Feel free to go ahead and go into the waiting room, McCreed, or any one of our Sam or Alex. If you want to put that Discord in the chat, and Chris do the same. You guys. You can be in the waiting room.
Chat.
But
Does
I really
anybody,
want you guys to hear
right?
about how spirituality.
Does everybody in here know the
we're
Discord?
We're not talking religious.
Right.
We're not talking necessarily
Does everybody in here know the
God or
Discord?
anything like that. We're talking about like meditating and astrology and mythology and how it can make sense of something. Sometimes people are depressed and they're hurting and they can't make sense of things. But when you describe them in maybe a different way, sometimes you might be spiritual. You not even know it. So by all means, just give it a shot. Rob Salad coming in with a like. Thanks, brother. Take a second. If you don't dig it, don't worry about it. It's not for you. But if you're digging it, great. Stay. If you just want to hang out with us, by all means, it's a safe place. Okay? So McCreed is ready. Why don't you go ahead and come into the waiting room? Chris
in the waiting
will bring
room.
you up, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, she's in the waiting room.
Anybody else? Chris? Any of my fellow peers? Matt? Anything to say?
No.
Okay, she's here.
There she is.
Hi, Miss McCreed.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Miss McCreed. How are you?
Good. How is everybody?
That was a
Doing
better
great.
call than yours, Mud.
Hey, McCreed in the house.
There we go. Chat. A little bit loud on my
Well,
end.
McCreed, you've been known. So McCreed, tell us who you are. Like
Yo, Richard,
how
what's
you
up,
even
dog?
ended up being
Yo,
here.
Richard, what's
So,
up, bro?
like,
What's up?
how would
Just
you
checking
even
for the
end
personal
up
questions
being
on
here
the
in
stream
this
material.
moment?
All right.
You can take as much time
Yeah.
as you need. I
Oh,
wanna
you
know
mean
the
like how?
background.
I'll be checking it.
Like
I'll be
how?
checking it.
Okay, like everything led to here. So like me stumbling
like
upon
how-
your
how
Trying to grab some
channel.
food.
Yeah,
Everything.
and how the
Yo, I
heck
love
are
the
you
fuck out of
even
you too,
here
Miss
today?
Chelsea.
Like talking to
Appreciate
us.
you. Yo, Richard, what's up, dude?
Okay,
Thank you for
okay.
those
Yeah.
So
those
it
words,
all
dog. Thank you,
started
bro.
with The Last
Thanks,
of
homie.
Us.
Oh,
2.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And so
Absolutely.
it was that thumbnail, and I had just stumbled into like a black hole of like
God.
Facebook gaming, you know, because it's COVID and I'm bored. And I'm like, there's a Facebook gaming? Why didn't I know about this? And so
You
I'm
didn't know about
scrolling.
Facebook gaming?
I didn't until last year, until like November last
Oh,
year.
okay.
I'm so late. Like I'm late.
Oh,
It's
no,
so
last
sad.
year, that's not late. That's kind of when me and Chris got
That's
into. Okay.
late.
All right.
I feel like
That's late. Okay.
it's like a short bus. But anyway, okay. So then I'm like, I've seen a couple of streamers, and then I see this thumbnail of like, the freaky scene in The Last of Us 2. And so I was like,
Yo,
this
Richard,
person who put this
Richard,
on here, this
Can you do me
is
a favor, dog?
wild,
Can you list one thing that
as
you're thankful
hell.
for in chat, if
I
you
was
don't
like, let
mind?
me click on this and see what this is about. So then I get on the stream and it's Mud's
Yo, can you
crazy
list
ass.
one thing that you're thankful for, bro?
Here's my gun. Here's my Rihanna. Da, da, da. And I'm like, he's crazy as hell. I
Oh,
like
I
him.
gotta turn this
And so I
on.
followed you. And then, you were so high energy that I was like, okay, he's either an Aries, a Gemini, or a Sagittarius. Because those are 3 very high energy signs.
Okay.
You know?
High energy. What's
lines?
Chris
Yo,
and
you out
Matt?
there
What's
earning
Chris
it,
and
bro.
Matt? Could
I
you guess
don't
now?
know.
You out there earning it, bro.
No, like honestly, okay. I have a few options, I think, with Chris.
Can you?
It's
Okay,
12.
give me your top 3 options for Chris and Matt, and then let Matt and Chris decide if you're right.
Okay.
Chris, are you listening?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay, so I kind of feel like because of he's so mellow and low key that he could be like a fixed sign. So like that could be like a Leo or like a Taurus.
What's a
Or
fixed
could be
sign? Oh, he fixes things.
a fixed sign is like what I am. I'm a Scorpio, I'm a fixed sign. There's
Oh,
4
okay.
fixed signs in the zodiac, and that's Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. And so
Mhm.
we are credited with the ability to like, if you give us a task, then we can stay focused on a task and really
Yo,
get it done. Like we
Mr.
start
Steve, thanks for
something
being here, sir.
and we don't stop until it's done.
Is that true,
So-
Chris?
I'm a
I mean, I don't know if
Gemini.
that's him. You're a Gemini.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I love it. And see, here's the thing about astrology. I'm gonna tell you guys this. So the thing about astrology is you can pick up on other planets in someone's astrology. So, like for
My family, this
example, with
family,
Mud, that's
badasses.
why I
Yo,
was
me
like,
too,
he's either
Richard.
an
I'm thankful to
Aries,
have you
a
here, man.
Gemini, or
All
an
right.
Aquarius
I'm
because
sorry you
he's
had a long
just so
day,
high
bro.
energy, blah blah
Sorry you had a
blah.
long day.
And it's like I could be picking up on your sun sign, or I could be picking up on your Venus, you know, because there's different planets in astrology. So
Yo,
you can't
Mark.
just look at just
Happy
one.
for your job,
You
family,
know,
and
I've
friends.
met
Hell yeah, bro.
Aries who like are not
You know what else I'm
extremely
happy,
high
Mark?
energy,
I'm happy you don't have
and
to
it's
deal with that
because they
legal
might
battle,
have some
bro.
planets in water
I'm happy you don't have to
instead
deal
of
with that legal
fire,
battle, bro.
or they might have some
Right?
planets in air or earth and not in, you know, in fire like Aries is. So you have to look at the whole picture. But just from spending more time with you, because out of the three of you guys, I've spent most time with Mud. I was like, he's got to be one of those three. Because Gemini is an air sign and they're very intellectual. They rule communication. And so his mind just goes like 50 million miles a minute. And sometimes Geminis have that capability. They either like express it in their talking or in their mind. They may not show it physically, but they might be like always in their thoughts, like always like in their head. So it just depends on the whole chart how people express it. But for Mud, you know, being how he is, like he's hyper, like he can go like 24 hours and just so I was like, yeah, you're either Aries, which is ruled by fire,
And it's hard for you to
or
focus
you're
sometimes.
Gemini, which is ruled by air, which is also fast moving, or you're Sagittarius, which is also a fire sign, but they're very like happy-go-lucky people. So I got lucky. That was all.
Okay.
That
All
was
right.
it.
Well, and then you and I talked about rain, and we had all these different conversations about
Yeah.
So
reality.
chat.
How does that rule in with?
gonna bring some
first
up
of
here
all,
in a minute.
Chris, we need your YouTube link over here. Second of
Oh
all,
yeah.
how does that tie into like depression and anxiety, and you know, if we need to go deeper, we can, but you know,
Yeah.
generally speaking.
Well, I don't know. I can only speak personally for me because
Chat,
first
I
of
ain't
all,
got
this
no
had everything to do
Twitch.
with where I'm from, which I was born
I
in
ain't got no
Seattle,
Twitch,
Washington.
chat. So
So there's
somebody,
lots of rain there.
if somebody's got Twitch and they
There's
know
many
most
reasons
of
why
this
it could
shit, can
be.
you post that in there? I don't got no
It's
Twitch.
not the same thing for everybody. Like I have a sister of mine who she literally gets sad, which is seasonal affect disorder. She gets depression when there's not enough sun. So for some people, rain is not comforting, but then I think there are people that like me, like you, who like
you
rain
guys,
is like
do you
comforting and
guys-
soothing for them.
Do you guys invest a lot
And
into
it's true for me.
your thing?
But
What do they call
I was
that?
reading an article the other
Your-
day about how
do
even
you
just
call
looking
it?
out of your window into nature can sometimes
Yo, what do you
help
call
you
those
with
things, chat?
anxiety.
Are y'all into
And
that
it's
stuff?
true because I
Do you
tried
guys
it the other day.
believe in it? Do you guys
Because I've
pay
been going
attention
through
to it, or
for
tell
the
me your
last
thoughts?
couple
Tell
of
me your
weeks.
thoughts. What's your thoughts and
And I
opinion?
was just sitting here looking out the window and just listening to the birds chirp and looking at the leaves and listening to the wind. And I was just like, oh, this is so peaceful. Like, and for a minute, I felt really, really calm, like for actually a really long minute. So I'm a huge advocate for like, just go out in nature, and it doesn't have to be anything hokey or weird. You don't have to make like a campfire and do like a ritual or anything like that. Like just going out for a walk and just not having to be around the noise of other people and their energy, I feel is such a good thing to do because in this society, we are very much so connected at all times, even if it's not physical. It's like
I
online.
agree with that,
You
chat.
know, someone messages
I agree with that a
you,
lot.
and it's like if you don't message back in 5 minutes, it's like, oh, you're ignoring me, and it's like you must not know the '90s, man. The '90s, like we didn't have cell phones. If you couldn't get in touch with someone, you had to try again tomorrow or a couple of days later.
Yeah.
And so
You remember
you know,
when
I
we,
feel
yo,
like-
McReed, you remember we had to
Go ahead.
memorize everybody's phone numbers? You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yes.
I was so mad at that. That's why.
Yes.
That's why people used to grab your arm, like when a chick used to grab my arm and write their phone number on it. Bro,
Yep.
that was like
Yeah.
a big deal.
No,
back
you wore
then.
that around like a badass tattoo,
wasn't
bro.
a big
You're like, look at this motherfucker right here, dog. Yo, do you guys
Yo,
see
I
this?
It's a huge
Yo,
deal.
You're like, hey,
used to have
baby,
to
can you
wear
grab a
long
Sharpie and go
sleeves,
over
you
that
feel
again?
me?
Right? Can you go over that again with a
Yeah.
Sharpie, please? That'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah, if you could just use
No.
my knuckles, that'd be great.
Oh, that's
Yo, Miss
messed up.
Chelsea, what are you
That
eating?
sounds painful too.
What are you
Well,
eating?
you know,
What are you doing for dinner? Where's Miss
I mean,
Crystal?
okay, so okay. Did
I
you
need
have-
Miss Crystal
okay,
to see if
so
she
tell
wants
us,
to.
keep
Miss Crystal
telling
wants to play
us,
Call
'cause
of
you
Duty
know I
with
be
us.
cutting people off. Go
Right?
ahead.
Well, I know the first time that I got on here and we were talking, it was me and Matt Andrews. Hi, Matt Andrews. And we were talking about how he noticed, even in his field, that when moons would get full, that he and his colleagues noticed there would be a lot more people that were being checked in. And I did do a little research digging, and I found that there are reports from people who work in crimes, like police officers and things like that. Like there have been actual studies trying to study the connection between our moods and the moon cycles. And so they were saying that police and other people have noticed that usually when the sun is high around, or not the sun is high, when the moon is full, on or around the full moon is when they notice that a lot more crimes happen.
Or jackasses at the
crimes of
bar.
passion.
Or jackasses at Whiskey River. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's
People
not
get
just
twisted
like,
on
you know
that
what I'm
full moon.
saying? Oh no, go ahead, say that again.
No, I was saying people get twisted on that full moon. They start acting a fool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There
And
was
it's like
always kind of certain crimes.
You can, Joe. But just so you know, we got
sort of,
Miss McReed in here, and then we have Miss Marcia
the
coming,
normal
and then
ones.
we'll
You
open it
always
up
have
to
the,
everybody else after that.
out of the
So
ordinary.
you might be sitting around for just a little
kind of
bit.
People.
All right.
We actually got called to someone who believed that they'd been groped by a ghost sort of once.
I didn't have
in
no
the
cell
house.
phone
That
when I was a kid.
and,
Lucky.
and
What
we-
house
My
was
first
that?
communication device was a pager. That was my
I'll
first
give you the
one.
address if you like, man.
Pager. And then my
Yeah,
dad
it was
had a
I'm
work
sorry,
phone,
I
one of
didn't-
those in
Probably not a great
those ones that
idea
are
to say
permanently
that.
installed
Sorry,
in
I
the
didn't
in
mean
the
to.
in the
Was
truck,
was
right,
that-
with the
was it-
antenna
was it
that
a
you put on
serious
top and shit.
situation? I mean,
Crazy.
I mean, obviously.
No, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we got a phone call. Well, we was out in the car and we just got a radio message to say.
So yeah, Joe,
could we
that's
obtain
kind of the
this
schedule,
address?
dudes. We got
and it wasn't much
we got Miss McReed in
detail, it was
here.
just,
All right, as a
kind
guest,
of
we have Miss Marcia coming in,
amount sort of
aka Miss
concerned
Ossifer
at home.
Gaming coming in, and then after that,
So
at
we
the
asked
end,
for some more information,
we'll
and,
have you hop
sort
in,
of the
okay?
operator kind of wasn't really sure how to
Yo,
say
Mark,
it,
my dad
but
had that
she
phone,
just said,
dog.
well, you know,
And
we've
Chad,
had
I
a-
remember back in the
had a
days, like
complaint
things
that
were
this
so much
man's been
different, especially
groped
down
by
here
a
in Texas,
ghost
right?
his-
Like
in
I
his
remember
house.
standing on the
So
on the
we
bench seat
had
of my dad's
to- we had
truck
to kind of
while he was drinking a
attend
cold
and
beer driving down the
to
road,
be honest,
man.
one of the
you know?
first things me and my colleague done, we actually stopped the car to look out to see where the moon was, and sure enough, it was a full moon. So there was kind of an ongoing kind of not joke, but ongoing kind of thing, really, that any certain jobs would come up and we'd say, is it a full moon? And more often than not, it often was. So, but yeah, we had to kind of search the house in case it was actually, sort of an intruder of any kind, but we couldn't find anything. So
Stop taking you
had to
off,
give
man.
some reassurance and then left. So, but yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting. And so
Yo,
I
we
was
were talking
looking
about-
into it today, and
we
they
were talking about AOL
there's
earlier.
actual science about the moon and the tides.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
That's
don't
very
waves get
interesting.
higher during the moon?
Hey, chat. What about
yes,
this?
The
let me find it
gravitational
for
pull?
you. Let me actually find
And-
it right.
Yeah. So
whatever.
okay, so there's
Here you go, Chad. I got
there's this-
something for you.
Okay, while you do that,
Mhm.
there's spiritual imbalance, and then there's like so moon physically it
Mhm.
physically has effect on the earth, and so
Mhm.
it will pull the ocean waves towards it. And so when the moon is the biggest, if you ever notice, and most surfers will tell you this, that it's the best time to go surfing is when the moon is the biggest, because
Who remembers that sound,
it's
chat?
pulling towards the moon.
Yo,
It's
who
just
remembers
kinda
that sound?
interesting.
Huh?
So you got to think
Who
about
remembers
it,
that
'cause
sound,
we
chat?
are a substance. We are a
Mhm.
90%. What is it? 90 or 75? Somewhere between
think it's-
70 and 90% water.
Yeah.
And so if you think about it, this fucking water is being pulled by the moon, and so are we, and we are all water. Think about it. Seasonal depression, moon, so it makes sense.
Hold on, chat. Wait for it.
I'm gonna read this to you. So the question is, why does a full moon mean a higher tide? And this is from Delaware Online.
You've got
To
mail.
find out why the tide is higher when there's a full moon, we went to University of
You've
Delaware
got mail.
professor of physics and
Yo, do you guys remember
astronomy,
that shit or what,
Terry
dude?
Shipman,
Huh?
who explained tides are higher when the moon is full because at that time the gravity from the moon and sun are pulling together on the earth. And then this other one says the moon's gravitational pull generates something called the tidal force. The tidal force causes
Huh.
Earth and its waters to bulge out on the side closest to the moon
I'm
and the
flashback.
side farthest from the moon. These bulges.
That's
of
one
water
thing that I
high
really am
tides.
thankful for
High tides
about
and low tides are caused by the moon.
how we've
So
advanced
yeah,
with the
there's
internet,
definitely
right?
a
Like that
moon
is an avenue
physically in
to
astronomy, not
to
even
research,
talking about astrology,
right?
because astronomy is the
and there's
actual
several
study of the
different
planets and their
sources, right?
gravitational
And you just
pull,
kind of go through
pulls
and,
from a
read what you
scientific
want
point
and
of
then
view.
pick what you
Astrology
think is
more the
most
study of
applicable. You
that
know what I
goes
mean?
more into the spiritual
What did I miss?
aspect.
This is
But
what you
just from a
missed.
scientific point of view, it is
Yo,
a
this is what you missed.
scientific fact that the moon and its tides do affect things on Earth, especially the tides. And so all the planets in the galaxy in our solar system have a gravitational
What
pull.
you know about
And
this,
it's part of the
Miss
reason
Crystal?
why Earth is in the position that it's in today and it stays where it is.
What you know about this, Miss
So
Crystal?
what astrology does is it says, okay, well, let's explore what, ancient people and ancient cultures have thought, as far as our relationship to the planet. And so I always urge people to look up their moon sign. So like, your sun sign Aries, Chris is a
You've
sun
got
sign
mail.
Gemini. In your chart,
That
you
last
actually
part
want
is
to
just
look at your moon because
staticky,
according
bro.
to some
Staticky.
cultures, the moon it has more presence than the sun, because your moon represents your emotions, your core, your mind, who you really are on an emotional level. And whereas your sun sign is more your ego, how you present yourself to the world. So it's like
Oh.
coming from a mental health standpoint, it's a great thing to know where your moon is because if you have a moon that's in fire, then it might explain why you're a little bit more prone to like
Yeah.
being excitable.
Yeah,
you know?
Mr. Steven.
Or any planet in fire. So it's
Yo,
all
Miss
it's very
Crystal, hey, girl,
helpful to
hey.
like find the
Miss
moon,
Laura, what's up,
find what
sweetie?
sign
How are
it's
you?
in,
How are
and
you?
just
Makes
see
me miss
what
my old
fits and what
MySpace. I
doesn't.
know, bro.
And
You
there's a
got
bigger
mail.
picture to it, obviously,
That
because
you've
there's
got
other
mail.
planets. There's Jupiter,
I
there's
should have done it.
Venus,
You got
which
mail
is,
voice, yeah?
sensuality
You've got
and
mail.
charm, and then there's
What's
Mars.
Uranus?
Hey, Uranus.
Uranus. My Uranus.
Uranus check.
My
No,
Uranus is in Sagittarius.
No, just,
Shut up, man.
like, am I a Uranus? Like, you can't call me an anus, right? Like,
I mean, no, I can't.
that
Well, I
would
could
totally suck
call
if
you.
my
an
Yo,
sign
Miss
was an
Christine.
anus. Like,
I could.
Miss Christine, I
call you an
appreciate
anus,
them
but we
kind
won't
words,
do
right? And I
that.
appreciate you being here, okay? Hey,
Okay.
Miss Christine, I want you to know
All
something,
No,
right?
but yeah.
If
So
you
I
ever
don't
want
know.
to send an
It's just,
email, right?
when you look at astrology,
If you ever want to send an
look at
email,
the whole picture.
that's the
Don't
mental
just look
health
at
email,
one thing.
right?
When you look in the
That's
magazine,
that's
they're
an
talking about
outstanding
your
way to get a
sun
hold of
sign, but
me,
there's a moon,
Matt Andrews or much
there's
of
a Mercury,
right?
which is communication.
You
There's
can
Venus,
also
which
send a
rules
message to game
sensuality
page,
and how you
right?
do relationships.
I have a very
So there's
hard
a
time
whole bunch
for
of
some
other
reason
planets
with
that
new
also
messages
tie
coming
into
through
like
on this Android
your
phone. I
personality,
don't know why,
not including
but it's
nature and nurture.
it gives me a lot of problems with
So
it.
no one is
I think the email address would probably be the
born to
best way,
be their
right?
chart. Like that's the thing. Some
If
people have
not,
an issue with.
just
It's
so
like,
you know,
oh
if you ever
well,
need anything, let
if
me
the
know,
chart
okay?
is this, then I have to be that forever.
If you ever
No,
need anything, let me
your
know,
chart
okay?
is just the
And keep your head up,
guidelines to
man.
show
We
you
all
what
out here just
energies
trying to
are
keep our head above
present.
the water. You know
So
what
you
I'm
can
saying,
always
man?
make the
Wow.
choice to
You know what I'm
grow
saying?
through, even if you have difficult aspects in your chart. You can grow through those things through personal development, being in tune with yourself. For me, I
Yo,
love
chat,
astrology because
what
it
do you
really
guys
shows
think
me. Because
about
I'm a
this,
Scorpio
right?
and I have a lot of planets in
What do you
Scorpio,
think about what they're talking
but I'm
about?
such a
Do you guys
happy,
believe that your signs
jovial Scorpio
or
to the point where people always
agree
confuse me
that
for
your
a
signs like
Sagittarius.
affect who
And
you
so I
are,
was
your
like, why do I
personality, your
keep getting
mood,
confused? Like people
right?
think I'm a
Do you think
Sag, not a
there's
Scorpio.
what do you guys think about that?
And Scorpio
What's your
rules
thoughts?
like sex, death, taxes. So we're very
I'm a caregiver
intense,
for a retired
very
Navy SEAL.
heavily deep people.
Oh.
But my moon
Yo,
is
Miss
in
Christine, just make sure you let
Sagittarius,
me know if
which
you ever need anything, okay?
is the
Right, we're also letting
the
people hop
sign
up
of
in here
like
towards the end after we get done with
philosophy,
the guests, right?
spirituality,
So if you would like to do that,
gurus,
feel free to. If you
international
want to keep it
travel,
out
international
Wow.
from the public
cultures.
or whatever, that's
So
fine too, okay?
and jollity. So me having my moon in that really
My space was
happy
a shit.
place
Yo,
adds
hey
so
girl,
much
hey.
happy
Hey
energy
girl,
to my
hey.
chart. That's why they
Hey girl,
say
hey.
don't just go according to your sun. Look into where your moon is because your moon can literally make up so much more of your personality.
Chad, I
than
don't
your
think I've ever
actual
heard of the
sun
moon
sign.
thing, right?
That's very interesting. If you had a pet name for your man, would you call him your moon?
No.
Yo, Chad, I've never heard of the moon thing. Who here's heard of the moon thing?
I
Press one if you've ever
totally-
heard of the moon thing. I've never heard of that
I
before.
totally get it. I really love how that all comes out, and it's really a way for people to kind of understand themselves because
Yes.
people really understand themselves through stories and features and
Mhm.
Bibles and
Mhm.
history, and
Mhm.
astrology does it for me because I connect myself with the universe. I believe in the universe. I believe in whatever happens
Mhm.
for a reason. And so so the astrology can tell me the same thing a Bible does, really.
Oh, for sure.
It-
For
but
sure.
only, yeah, but it's just kind of what you kind of go with. So is
And
the-
you have to really study it. Like I've been studying astrology for a couple of decades at least,
Mm.
and I would still consider myself a student because it's very deep. And if you find
Yeah, I'm
someone
not
who's actually a
I
really
really
gifted
just
astrologer,
I don't know.
I mean, they can tell you like, oh, you've had
Not
this
really my
many
thing,
years of
right? I
trials.
mean,
Here's why. Here's what was
listen,
going
like I
on.
always
Like,
support and
a
believe in
really,
people
really good
like doing
astrologer
what
can
they think
pinpoint
applies and what makes them better, right?
everything
I
almost
just
down
find
to
a
a
little bit
T.
of a different
And not
way
to
to do it.
say that everything that
You know what
they
I'm saying?
see is going to happen because even one planet. You can see multiple things happening with it. It represents so much. But it's like it's really cool, and it's it's not considered a science, but it really should be because there's math in it. There's angles and degrees. I mean, there's all kind of things. But yeah, it's just another tool to use in the arsenal of self-discovery. And
Okay.
that's what I love. It's just one of the things that I use. I also, I don't know. I also do a thing where I look at kind of read people like energetically wise. That's kind of
yeah.
creepy, I know. I don't even know what that's called.
understand. Like looking at pictures, you said, right?
Yeah, like I can,
Yeah.
and that's why for the longest I didn't have my picture up because I know, like, I have so many creepy spiritual friends. It's not even funny. But for
What would
I'm so
really
serious.
spiritual people like be like? Like,
Okay, like I'll
you
give
love
you an example.
McDonald's? I know that was your moon fry.
No, like
Like-
okay, for example, I'll give you an example. You're gonna freak out on this.
Okay, what was it?
I have a really good girlfriend, and she doesn't live in the States. She's in Eastern Europe. And this is a chick who, like, local and international police work with her because she helps them to crack cases. So
Okay.
one of the cases that she dealt with was a little boy who he ended up missing and then he was dead. And so some of the family member, I know, it was so horrible. And so some of the family members were like, he must have just committed suicide, da da da.
Mhm.
And so she, does her little spiritual things, and she was
Yo,
able to say,
Miss Christine,
he
I'm
was
glad that you
murdered,
found us.
and
Right?
here's how it
I'm
happened.
so glad that you
and
found us. You know what I'm
here's
saying, man?
who it was that did it.
And I'm super
And
grateful
so
for you.
she
I'm
was
sorry
like,
that you got a lot
my
going on,
sister
you
telling
know?
me that it was the uncle,
Alright.
like somebody close in the family.
Yo, Mr.
like
Matt
that
Andrews,
is
what's
who
up,
did it.
dude?
Nice.
And so she let them know this.
Yo, me
what she
too, Miss Laura.
saw,
I'm glad you're here.
And
Right?
when they did more investigating,
I'm gonna let them do a
the
lot of the
uncle, they
talking on
actually
this
found
chat.
some evidence
This is
that
not
he
something that I
actually did
really
do the crime.
relate to
Shit,
very much,
bro.
right?
She is like on that level.
It's not something I
like,
really relate to as
creepy,
much,
creepy
but
stuff, which I say
Okay,
creepy,
okay.
but I
but these
love
are
it,
definitely
'cause
definitely
it's-
good ways.
I do
Definitely
believe that
definitely
these
good ways
things,
to deal
that
with
realm,
issues,
there's a realm,
right?
there's unexplainable
If this is your
things, and we
thing,
don't
you know what I'm saying?
everything.
This just
We're
happens to
still
not be mine. I'm
finding
not
out
too educated on
everything
it.
now. There's so
I have
much
a little
of the
bit of
ocean
a
that we
different approach,
still are
right?
discovering today. So I don't think that
But I'm
any
not
one
very
religion
educated
has a
on this,
monopoly
chat,
of
to be honest with
knowing
you.
it
Like, I don't
all
want,
or anything.
I would be
I like it.
So
misinforming
it's
you
like,
if I were
so
to
when I hear of
go in
these
any depth
things,
on this, right?
I keep an open mind because I do believe that these things can happen. And so in the case of her, that's just one story. I mean,
Yo, Miss
she's
Christine, like I was
amazing, but
saying though,
I don't know.
that
I just
email
feel like
address
it's
is
important
right,
to keep
right.
open mind, and
Wait,
you
right there,
resonate with what
right
you
there, right
resonate
now,
with.
right there.
And for me personally, astrology
You
is
got
one
that
of those
change the world
things where I
HC
just
at
love to look
gmail.com,
at it,
okay?
and it helps me to understand, kind of like even the mood that's going on today. So this weekend we're going to be having a full moon. Full moon is actually coming up, like I think either tomorrow or Sunday.
Chad, I watch the moon a lot
And
during
it's
hunting
gonna be in the
season and
sign
know
of
if the deer are gonna be
Libra,
moving at night or
which
day.
is about relationships.
That puts me in a good
business
mood if there's not a full moon.
So like there's a mood in the air.
'Cause
and
that,
it's
that
funny
tells me
because
that
the other
the
day
deer
I was
don't normally
on
move,
a gamer
right?
stream,
During deer
and
season,
the
chat.
conversation in his stream, which
That makes me
this
happy.
does not happen all the time, but they were talking about how they met their loved ones and like, I gave up on dating.
Boo.
Yeah, I mean, but it was cute. But it was like
No, I
everybody
just
was
get it.
going in. It was like a love fest in his chat. He's up
Yeah.
here playing Mario, and everyone's talking. Now I was like, man, if this is not like the full moon energy early, because full moon in Libra is
Oh,
literally like the
I'm
moon
on
is going to be in the
Facebook,
sign of
bro.
relationships. And
Mhm.
so it's like things like that can kind of help you. So don't be
Okay.
surprised that this weekend, whether it's business or, family relationships or friendship relationships, if a lot of conversations come up about that, or if you're having conversations about money, because Venus rules Libra, and Venus is about money as well as charm and sensuality. So these things are things that you can see in your personal life. You might not see all of them, or you might. It just depends.
Well, okay. So fine. You've told us your story. You've
Yeah.
told us how astrology can affect anybody. Everybody has a direction and a way they grew up in life, and in whatever way you
Absolutely.
can
Absolutely,
uh,
chat.
Google.
And that's why all
translate
these
it,
things are still
for
good to listen
lack
to,
of
chat.
better
Right. That's why.
metaphors. Do
That's
it.
why I love
And
about
this
these mental
is
health
my
streams is because we
translation to
all
my
get different
life,
views and different aspects on
astrology.
things and
So
different ways to
I
help
felt
help
like
ourselves.
if
You know what I
were
mean?
depressed, yeah, you would come out. So here's what I wanted to do, and I think we should make this a part of our segment. Is like chat. We need one question for our special guest or Chris.
Do you guys
or
have any
Matt,
questions?
Depending on.
Do you
it
guys
doesn't
have any
matter who it
questions
is,
for
but I feel like if you guys
Miss
have any
McRee?
questions for McCreed, chat,
you guys
should
have one, let me
ask
know,
now. I think
right?
we should have one question from
totally.
maybe if anybody questions from Chris Netzel Gaming or even Matt or Mud Shovel Nation, if you have any questions, let us know.
Yo, Mr.
Chris
Steve.
and Matt, did you have any questions for McCreed?
I just asked the chat. I'm waiting to see if they got any questions.
All right, Matt.
Okay, yeah.
Matt, you want to ask your chat?
Oh,
Soon
yeah.
we will have you there.
So
I'll just-
Matt, what sign are you, astrologically speaking?
Yeah.
I don't want to tell you.
Yo, chat, you don't want to say?
Have a guess. See if you can get it.
Yeah, you should guess. He's got to be like a calm one or
I
something.
might change it a couple of times just to.
Honestly, I would say Libra or Taurus as my top 2, but maybe Scorpio because you do psychology, because Scorpio rules psychology. I will say those 3. I haven't gotten to know your personality too much, so I could be completely wrong.
Don't you hate when they don't answer after you give them like 3 answers like
Oh,
that?
it's
Do
fine.
you know what's worse though? Is that I lost the internet connection as you were saying those 3, so that's probably why.
What were they?
So-
Yo, what were
I
they?
said you were a
That's
Scorpio.
okay.
Or Libra, right? Or Libra or
I
Libra?
said
You're a
Libra or
Libra.
Taurus or Scorpio, maybe because you do psychology. And here's the thing about astrology is that, like,
I'll
I know
ask
there are
some
people.
stuff.
No, go ahead.
Sorry. No,
Ask some stuff.
I didn't mute. Basically,
But-
people want to know: Are you going to play Battle Royale with Seth today, Chris? He's been asking for a long.
Wait, what?
Are you going to play Battle Royale tonight?
I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with
Okay. There you go, Seth. Sorry. Okay. I'm so sorry, McCreed. You know how
No,
my
you're
mind works.
fine.
Go ahead. You got the floor.
What
Yeah,
one are
what's
you
that?
going for, McCreed?
I don't
Yo,
know.
what's Seth?
I would say Taurus. I'll just say Taurus.
I say Scorpio. Chris? Libra?
I don't really, to be honest with you, I'm
Just
not.
say Libra because that's the
Uh,
last thing I heard
Okay,
you say.
Libra, check. Libra,
No,
Libra.
I don't think he said Libra, but we can
Libra?
guess for him.
Are
Yeah.
you a Libra?
A Libra.
No, Mud actually got it dead on. So yeah,
I told you
I was one of the
Scorpio.
3. I'm a
Yeah.
Scorpio.
Mud, you told me to say Libra.
Well,
Why
he
didn't you
got
tell me
it
to say
because he
Scorpio,
said
bro?
See?
psychology.
Well, yeah, well that's why it was my top 3 because he does do psychology, but I wouldn't be surprised if you had like a moon.
I don't really know the
in
I don't know the
Earth sign
descriptions
because
of
you
them
are
or
so
anything. I've never
extremely
really
mellow
ever
and
looked at
soothing.
them.
And
Right.
so Taurus is one of those. It's very earthy. And
Okay.
very
Yeah, I
sandy
haven't.
Yeah, there's Miss Austin for gamer.
Yeah, I haven't. I'll have to check. To be honest,
Yeah.
I used to know a little bit more about it, but yeah, I haven't looked for a while, so I've forgotten quite a bit. But yeah, I'll have to have a look and have a check. Yeah, no, it is really interesting, and it's always struck me how strange it is as well that a lot of it does make sense and a lot of it does ring true as well, and especially about the water and the moon and things like that.
Hey, y'all, I got a
we're not
question for you, right?
sort
It's
of
in
as
June.
far as
It's
I
in June,
can remember,
Richard.
We're not
It's
as
in June, sir.
much as
in
of
June.
water as what we kind of
I
assume.
know that makes
that
me
we
a
are, 'cause
Gemini,
we
right?
always
That's
give
about
it that
as
high
much as I
kind of
know.
rating of like 95%.
Hey,
things
let
like
me
that.
ask
I
y'all a
think
question,
it's
chat.
Sort of more around sort
Press
of 50
1.
to 60%.
Press 1 in the chat,
kind of
okay?
adults.
If y'all,
and, but there is
if
a
when y'all
lot
log
of
on to
us that
Facebook, if you
obviously
look at all those
made up
stories that
of
are posted at the
water, and,
top, okay? Press 2 if you don't.
I
Press 1 if you look at those
I
stories on
can't see
Facebook.
how
Press 2 if
we
you
can
don't.
be kind of that fluid, if you like. And
Press
not
1
be
if y'all look at
affected
those
by the
little
moon
like
and the
stories
Yeah.
oceans
on
and
Facebook when you
things.
open up your app,
It just makes complete sense.
and then
to
press
me,
2 if
and,
you ignore them.
yeah, and I
If you guys
think-
don't
I think
mind,
we've
I'd
all kind
appreciate
of
it.
witnessed sort of different things and mood changes and things like that just kind of confirm that. And they're doing more and more research into it all the time, aren't they?
You don't look at them, Miss Laura?
Yeah, and
Really?
Yeah.
you know what? Moon is only 1 letter off of mood.
Mm.
Did you ever realize
true.
that? Yeah, that's crazy. Mood. What's your mood sign?
So I have to say that I love that Chris is like, I'm a Gemini. And I'm like, yes, because this is the thing. Gemini is an air sign. So air sign is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And so these are the signs that tend to be very intellectual. So they are going to be a little bit more like, okay, that's fun. That's cute. We could talk about it. But I don't know if that's really fact.
Oh fuck! Something happened to me then. I ain't intellectual. I'm dumber than shit. What the fuck?
Whenever I try to get Chris to play a video game that I know he'll like, he's like, "Yeah, that's cute. That's Chris. That's real nice." It's like that's
So,
real cute.
I just want him to know, like, don't feel bad if you don't feel like astrology is your thing, because it's actually just the air quality in you. Air signs are all about like the logic. Think of Spock from Star Trek. You know, no emo.
So-
yeah, no,
You know what I'm saying?
I can see Chris.
Here's
Chris
kinda
is
my-
very- It's like if an alien were born in Texas, like that's Chris.
Yeah.
Chris
So
is
here's my thing about it though,
'cause
right?
He's so in touch with himself. He's like, you know, he'll say some shit that'll blow your mind, but then he's like, "Want to go hunting?" And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
He wants to drink cold beer and shoot deer. You know, like.
yeah.
I will tell you
I
this
love
though,
that because
McReed.
he's just, he's just very simple and low key, and that's also why I was
Yeah.
like, I could see him having some fixed or earth sign in his chart, because the hunting and being out there with, I mean, that is very being in tune with nature. Hunting is a part of nature.
And that's
So,
kind of where I was going
Yeah,
to go
that's
with that.
true.
You know,
Yeah.
first off, like people like have several different ways that they connect, you know, and I mean,
Mhm.
what you brought to the table today is very educational, right? Especially for somebody like me who knows nothing about it, right? That's kind of why I stay a little more quiet, because I'm not educated on it enough to where I feel like I'd be misinforming if I were to, you know, say anything. But I do feel a strong connection with just being out in the woods and having that personal time, like he was kind of saying, right? And not necessarily as a disconnect, but more of this is where I get to catch my breath, right? Like I just I don't know, man. I feel at home. I feel peace.
Yeah.
I feel some simplicity.
Me too,
You know what I
bro.
mean?
I feel like
Yeah.
falling asleep or something. I just not even that. It just feels like I can talk. It's the
All right,
only
Miss Chelsea,
place
I
where I
appreciate
can
that,
go
right?
and not talk.
Yeah,
And
I
I'll
don't
be
do it
okay.
either, Miss Chelsea.
Like,
I don't do
feel
it
like
either.
I don't
Right?
have to talk.
That's not my thing.
And you don't have to be pressured.
Yo, can I
to
borrow some
talk. You
Rumblemint?
don't have to be
Hi, is this
pressured
Chris?
Or
Hi, is this Chris?
judged. You just
I'ma
go
do like
out
a
in
Yes, this is
stream.
Chris.
nature.
All right, so we got
Like, where
Miss
I just don't
Christine.
talk.
Miss Christine looks at the Facebook stories,
I'm gonna do a nature stream where
right? And
I
Laura
think
does
we're
not.
gonna
So I got
do is we're
one-on-one
gonna start
chat. Anybody else
streaming
want to chime in on
outside
this?
during the rain? I'm just gonna buy.
Anybody else
all
want to chime in on
water
this? Who
protective
else? Chat.
gear and just
Press one if you
fucking do a
watch the
rain
Facebook
stream.
stories when you open the app.
What's
Press
up,
two if you don't.
chat? Thanks for the rain. That
Yo,
means
Miss Chelsea, I
some
love you, ma'am.
bands.
I appreciate you.
I'll have like
No.
you know, I'll have 90s mom pants on. Or was it mom pants, dad pants? I don't know.
Come on, man.
It'll be a really cool stream.
Going back
I
to the
say
water
yes.
though as well, is
Rumble
I was
shot
just-
there's definitely something.
Okay, yo,
about
when y'all
being
come back
around
down,
water as
right?
well,
When y'all
isn't
come
there?
back down, we ain't
Streams
doing that
or
Rumble
a
and
lake, a
shit.
pond,
Right.
the sea, and
All right, I got two
there
for
is
yes.
for
They
me
look at the
anyway.
stories, one for they
That's
don't.
my
Chat.
favorite
Who else?
place, really. Anywhere.
Anybody
where
else got
there's
opinion
water
on this matter?
nearby.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just the noises and the calmness, really, and especially the noise of the ocean,
like
sort of
Chelsea
against the
comment.
beach and things.
Yeah, all
I
the
sleep
elements
every
are
day
so
with
important.
rain.
Yeah, this is way out of my
Rain.
All
thing.
the elements
Right.
are so,
Wanna
so
fucking
important.
But some
Very
people
rain.
find it as a stress relief tool,
Here he
right?
goes. Here he goes.
You watch
What
on
is it
Instagram, but not on
about rain,
Facebook.
you guys? That is so cleansed. Shut up.
Even if something catches, so Miss
It's
Laura, let me
so
ask you this: even if something
cleansing.
catches your
I
eye,
just-
you just don't look at
It
it,
I just
is.
want
or does it have
lay
to
in
be like, oh my god, I need to see this
I
right
don't
now,
know.
right?
I don't know.
You want to lay in it and let it choke
I
you?
just all I can see is like later, me and Chris will be playing Call of Duty music and we're like, dude, were we talking about the rain like that?
Be
Nah,
like,
just I
I'd be like, much of you want me to do a rain dance or something, dog? Like, you know.
Yeah.
yo, bro, did you really mean about the rain?
Well, here's my little
Yeah.
weird thing I used to do
What?
when I lived in
What?
Dallas and I had my apartment and it rained a lot. I would turn off all the lights and all the electronics and open my door
That's
just
something
to
good mind,
smell,
you
just,
look at it,
nothing,
okay,
just like
so
smell
it
the
has to
rain
be super
outside and
engaging,
just,
right?
Like smell it and listen to it
Super
through
engaging?
the door.
Mm.
Like
Right.
weird shit, like a little dog. You know
No,
what
I
I'm saying?
love
But
that.
it's
That's what I
just,
call a
it's
rumble.
something about the way it smells, the way it
Rumble nip?
sounds.
A
when it
rip?
it's just like, I don't
Yo,
know. It's like
Rumpelstiltskin,
a hug.
right?
Yeah,
Rumpelstiltskin
it's like
check.
a hug or something. I don't know. It's weird. So I feel you.
Yeah. All right.
Absolutely.
Well,
So yeah.
shit. I mean, we could go all day with spiritual talk. Spiritual talk in
Yes, he's
itself.
back.
I feel like
Back
spiritual
again.
talk, honestly, we don't even got to talk about anything with depression. Spiritual talk just kind of releases
Yo, Mark.
like a
Mark,
heated
once we
tension,
stop this, I'm
negative
gonna tell them to
energy.
give me
Just
like 5
talking
minutes up in
about
chat.
it,
I'm gonna address
I
what
feel
you were talking
like
about. Yo,
it
chat.
kinda- it
Mark
runs
sent me a
through your
text.
body,
Mark
and it's
sent me a
just like
text message.
natural
Asked me an
antioxidant
opinion on
just
something,
to talk about
right? And he wasn't
spirituality.
sure that we could talk about it
So-
here. So
Here's
we're not really
something
gonna
I'm leave with
discuss it,
people. I urge
but I'm gonna
everyone to
explain to you what he
actually, I know
sent, and then I'm gonna
I'm
tell
gonna
you
mention
what my stance is
Uranus,
on it. All right, and
aka
then
Uranus,
we
but
won't go any
Uranus.
further into that.
But I urge everyone
Girl,
to look
say it.
up, Google the astrological meaning of Uranus. Uranus is fascinating to me because it is the planet of
It's
like
not pronounced
unexpected
Uranus?
change. Like if your
Mhm.
life, if you're just like living this life and you know you have these dreams, you want to travel and you want to do this, but you're like working this job that you hate. Uranus is the planet that comes along and just causes everything to like go haywire and to put you on the right path. It's like the necessary changes that you need, like the foot out the door type of thing, the kick out the door.
Mhm.
And so with that, because my life has been so crazy, I have moved
Guess
so much
who's
in the
back?
last 6 months to a year. It's ridiculous
Back
if I share
again.
the story. But when I think back
Netzel's
on
back.
it, every single move
Hello,
was
friend.
necessary for me, even
Netzel's
though I
back.
couldn't
Netzel's
understand
back.
why it was so
Netzel's
sudden
back.
and why it happened. So I just
Nah,
want
nah,
to
nah,
urge
nah,
everyone,
nah.
like, if you're listening tonight and you're kind of questioning like life right now, like why, like what the fuck, why is everything happening the way it is?
This is important,
Like
chat.
this, that, and the other. We're in a season of unexpected changes, sudden gains, sudden losses. But just know that you're where you're supposed to be. It always looks
That's
crazy.
great. That is
You
such a
know.
great
There you
thing
go.
to let
So look
people
at-
know that they're
Yeah.
they're supposed to expect things gives them hope, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
So-
It doesn't. It could look that way. But
Yeah,
it's not
I
always.
love that. I love that. I
So-
love
Yo,
that.
Mark, you're
That's
wildin',
great.
dog.
Uranus. Look up astrological.
Mark, you're
meaning
wildin',
of
bro.
Uranus.
I'm
Mark,
gonna
you're
go
wildin'.
take your word for it. No,
Just make sure you spell it properly when you're googling it. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
Yo,
all one
yeah,
word.
There's a big difference between Uranus. Like I could call my homie like, "Hey, what's up? What's up, homie?" Like, this is my homie Uranus. But I could not say like, "This is Uranus."
Uranus
Yeah,
just sounds
I
like
Uranus sounds like a
better.
football player, like for the
Yeah.
Chicago
What?
Bears,
Sounds like Kratos'
and
big
they
brother.
won the
Football player, chat.
championship.
Football
It sounds
Yeah.
like
Uranus.
Yes.
Listen, be honest with me. I'm Uranus.
What the
What?
fuck? Oh my
That's what
god.
it
Okay.
sounds like.
all right. All right.
So,
Well,
yeah.
you know what? That was great. I'm glad that you came on here, McCreed, and shared. Obviously, you didn't share. I mean, there's so much more to share. We might have to have you back on here because
There's another few weeks here, isn't there? I think.
yeah.
I
What
am
i-
open
so-
to come whenever you guys will have
Hmm.
me.
Okay.
That's what she
anybody
said.
want to come on the show, chat? Ask questions before
And
you
if
start
anyone
your
has
weekend.
questions about like their chart, how to find it, etc., you can inbox me and I'll check my filtered messages and
There
I
you
can
go,
send
chat.
you the links where you can get that done.
Do you have a Discord?
I do.
Oh, that's so
actually.
weird. You want to put it in my chat? Oh my god.
Oh my god. I totally can put it in your
I-
chat.
I-
Why the-
Put it
why
in my
do you want
chat.
to put it in my? You
I
want
just had a
to
question
drop
on
it
the
in my
email thing.
I
chat?
feel like
Like,
I
Okay,
feel
no
like
topic. Yo, Miss
I
Crystal,
feel
you
like
can send a message
Creed
too if
is,
you want to. Right.
she's another outlet that you guys can reach out to. She's a busybody, but like in a good way. So you got Chris now, you got Matt, you got me. I think McCreed would be a really good outlet for you guys to talk to. She's very highly discretive. She does not give information away.
I'm very private.
So if you guys ever want to talk to her, feel free to. I mean, she's like from Mars or something. I don't know.
I
Yo,
am
give me
from
just-
actually,
yo,
I'm
Miss
a
Crystal,
Martian. I
I'm
am
gonna
from
ask
Mars.
him for like a few
That's
minutes,
actually,
right?
You are too.
Once we
You
get
are
done with
too,
this.
actually.
So if you want to
I
ask
always
then,
think
that's
of
cool.
marshmallow.
Right.
A marshmallow. I'm
Yeah, like,
fluffy.
I
I do see another guest in the chat though. So I don't know if you guys want to bring her on.
You talking about
I see
Marcia?
Yeah, Miss Marcia's here.
Yes.
Miss Marcia, are you coming on the show or? I ain't got my stuff together, ma. Yeah, look, Marcia will come on. She doesn't give a damn. She's just like, listen, just give me the microphone, okay?
Listen, whenever y'all
Is that you?
I'll say
There she
it, I'll
is.
take it up. What's up? I'll take it over when y'all ready.
All right. Well, hey,
Yes.
Matt, you should take over. Okay, so you've been in touch with Matt, Miss McCreed, right? Yeah, like you can't talk to nobody. No, so,
All right.
how's everything going with you, ma'am?
Hold on a second.
Miss, hello, Marcia.
Hey,
Yes.
before
Oh, you too.
hey, real quick, y'all, if you don't mind, before we roll into this next part, do you guys mind if I have 5 minutes, real quick?
Yeah, no, I don't.
I gotta
mind.
talk to Chad
I don't
about something
mind.
right quick.
Yo, this is a good idea. This
If
is a
you-
good
if y'all don't
time,
mind.
chat. If you guys want to use the bathroom, get your stuff. I do
Can
need
we
to get
use
a
your
crap.
bathroom?
Hey,
Yeah,
Just-
you know what?
the line
Just
starts at the
social
door.
distancing, you
the
know,
line starts at the door. Just start at the door.
Don't mind the bathroom.
You got to knock 3
I'll
times, then
use
2 times,
Chris's,
and
I'll
1
go
time, and that's the
outside.
code to get in the
I
bathroom.
have an
Someone takes some
on-demand
spray.
clean as you go, so I have a kit.
Mhm.
All right, y'all. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, I'm actually gonna get some water too.
Hey, chat. So check this out, right? Y'all don't let me go way over in time. I got a message from Mark, right? I got a message from Mark, okay, y'all, and what it said was, how do you feel if you saw someone desecrating or being rude or demeaning or damaging the flag, right? Yo, Mark, are you here? Mark, are you here? So that's basically what Mark asked me. Like he wanted to know my opinion, but didn't want to put it in the chat because he didn't want it to be a political thing, right? And I understand that. You know what I'm saying? So this is what he asked me. He asked me what my opinion on it was, right? I feel the country is in distress, and I'm going to show I'm not backing down. Sorry, this is the wrong way. All right, so Mark, as a veteran, right? As a veteran, okay. This is my opinion on the matter. All right. We as veterans fought for the right for the Constitution, for the freedom of people, the freedom of free speech, right? And all that stuff, right? Me personally, chat, I will never disrespect the flag of the United States. Never will I ever. Chat, I fly one outside my house, man. I take it down whenever there's a storm coming in. I treat it right, and when it's time to go, I do a little flag thing ceremony for it, right? I have the utmost respect because that flag to me stands for like veterans, stands for people that fought for this country, stands for military, freedom, and all that aspect, right? It's completely separate. The meaning of the flag has the only meaning that the flag has to me is what this country is, what we stand for, and what the military and all the sacrifices that have been made on that side, right? To me, that's what the flag represents. Other people use it as a political tool and other aspects. That's not me, right? Now, I will tell you this, okay? Chat, people fight and die for the freedom of people, right? And this is part of it, right? This is part of it, okay? This is part of it, right? If people want to desecrate the flag and it's not a crime, right? If they are 100% within the law, chat, if they're 100% in the law, technically they're entitled to do whatever the fuck they want to do, right? Technically they're entitled to do whatever the fuck they want to do. And I respect that, right? We have to respect that, chat. We have to respect that because if we don't, right? If we don't respect that, then we're kind of contradicting what we stand for in that flag, right? So do I hurt? Does it hurt me? Does it sadden me? Does it break my heart when people do things to the flag? Yes, it does. Okay. It really does. But to me, it stands for something probably completely different than somebody who's desecrating the flag. Number one. And number two, chat, like we live in a free nation, right? If we start regulating that shit, chat, we're going to start walking that line of being a dictatorship. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where you can't really have your cake and eat it too, right? And I know that's kind of a in the middle answer to your question, Mark, right? I know it's kind of an in the middle answer to your question. Now, I drove past a McDonald's once, chat, a long time ago, man, and they had the flag upside down. I went in and I said something about it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't rude about it, right? Because odds are they probably didn't know what the fuck they were doing in the first place. But, chat, if we start regulating the freedom of speech, no matter which side it is and if it varies from what side we stand on, we start crossing dangerous lines, right? Yes, it breaks my heart. Yes, it hurts. It hurts terrible, right? It really does. You know what I'm saying? But you can't be a dictatorship. You can't like have it both ways. You know what I'm saying, Mark? Does that make sense? But that's one of our inalienable rights, right? That's one of our rights. That's part of the Constitution, our right to bear arms. Okay, that's a different battle. right? That's a whole different battle, and I will stand up for that, right, at all costs, right? I will stand up for our rights, right? That's the reason why I listen to them in the Marine Corps, you know? That's the reason why I listened to the Marine Corps, was to do that. You know what I'm saying? Right? I will fight for our God-given rights, you know what I'm saying, as people, you know? But on that same note, once again, dude, it breaks my heart when people do that, and I think it's very disrespectful because of what the flag stands for me. But obviously, they're using it as something else, right? A different agenda, right? Nobody burns the flag as like, fuck. I say nobody, but predominantly most people are not going to burn the flag and be like, this is because fuck the military, right? You know what I'm saying? So does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, dude. Like, it hurts me, it upsets me, but I keep myself centered on it, dude, because you can't let it be a dictatorship, bro. You just can't, right? You can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't. But listen, you start stepping on that Constitution, that's a whole different battle. You know what I'm saying, dog? That's a whole different battle, right? Wait. You have this flag? I'm confused. Wait. Hold on. Maybe I'm not understanding what you're sending, dude. Maybe I'm not understanding what you're sending. What do you mean you have this flag, right? Did somebody fuck up the flag, right? Because all it says is blackened. Oh, no. Okay, that's a whole different story, dude. I thought you were saying somebody was desecrating the flag or demeaning it or whatever. Okay, some people do take offense to that. I don't really give a shit, right? Like, I understand the message. You know what I'm saying? I would much rather have you fly some don't tread on me shit, right? Than burning the flag. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm not by any means that anal about it, dude, right? I'm not like that. And I don't think a lot of people are, right? I don't think a lot of people are. Like, people who do the thin red line, the thin blue line and shit on the flag. I've probably my whole time of knowing about all this and seeing posts over the past fucking however many years, 10 years, right? Like, I've seen one person who kind of raised a fuss about that, right? Nobody cares, right? It's not, the flag stands for something, bro, right? Just don't disrespect it, you know what I'm saying? By burning it or desecrating it or anything like that, you know? So that's kind of my stance on it. So you got kind of a 2-for-1 answer, right? No, that's not a problem, right? That's not a problem to me. In my opinion, that's not a problem, right? So chat, listen, if you have flags, you can mail off your flag to where they will burn it accordingly, right? No worries, dude, no worries. But I hope that kind of did that answer your question? So what I'm gathering is that you have a flag that says don't tread on me, but it's also part of the United States flag, right? It's on the same flag. If that's what I'm understanding that you have, then that ain't no big deal to me, right? That don't matter. You just basically saying out there you fucking love our country and you support our rights. You know what I'm saying? I thought you were saying somebody was desecrating the flag or burning it or damaging it, right? Intentionally, right? All right. I hope that helps, dude. I hope that helps. Right? I hope that helps.
Isn't he?
All right, I'm here.
He's such
Sorry, y'all.
a huge ball of
Here he
energy.
I
is.
want you to know.
He
Yeah,
is
isn't he good?
Sagittarius.
He's so fun. He's a vegetarian.
He's such a sad.
Yeah, I had no idea, dude.
Did
I
you
didn't know
know?
what that was,
Did
dude. I
you
thought
know
you were
you were
saying
a
somebody damaged it,
Sag?
right?
He's a
Sav?
Sagittarius.
Sal the Sav.
No, that's Sal.
My God.
Sal the Sag.
Sal the Sav.
Mm.
Oh.
He said I'm an Aries. Oh,
No,
Oh.
he's
That's
not.
that's what he said.
It's,
Yeah,
he
to
said
me,
his birthday
dude.
was November.
To me, dude, I don't
Oh.
take that as disrespectful,
Oh,
dude.
never mind. I
Right?
didn't know you knew that
Technically,
much.
so
Then I'm just
technically,
joking.
showing that this country is
Don't
distressed would be flying the flag
play,
upside
don't
down,
play.
right?
All right.
That
Do we got
that would be
anybody
the
in
that's the
waiting
official
room?
like
I was just playing with
official
Chris
distress.
outside.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Is flying the flag
We got
upside down.
Chris back and
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Yes, Chris is back.
Sorry,
Police
y'all.
officer's still waiting as well. So
All right, y'all. We'll take it
Oh,
away.
Miss Osprey. Yes. Okay. So let's bring
thank you very
her
much, McCree.
Yo, thank you, Miss
Hey,
McGreen.
you can
you.
stay in here if you want, or you could just listen to us talk to Miss Officer. Ossifer.
Yeah,
I
so-
will hang out on mute. So
Okay.
Yo, Chad, this is
sounds
what he's
good.
talking about right here.
Thanks for
Right.
being here.
no problem. I love it.
Yo, this is what he's talking about right here, chat.
Okay.
Shit like
See you
this,
soon.
right?
All right.
Shit like that.
Bye.
Me personally, I don't find that offensive, right? And technically,
All right.
Johnny,
technically, bro, like turning
It
the
always
flag
helps people
upside
come
down
back
is
to the
a
show
sign of
for some
distress.
reason.
You know what I'm saying?
At least
That's just a
female
different style,
characters. Okay.
dude.
I
I mean, to me, that still says America. You know what I'm saying, dude? I don't
it's
find
like
nothing wrong
some
with that.
weird thing that I learned.
Right.
Like say something really weird at the end of the show.
It's
they'll
not
always
the
come
actual
back. So I
flag; it's the
said
thought of
Johnny
the
Depp.
flag. And as long as you're projecting that,
keeping
right?
one
As long as you're
together,
projecting
isn't it?
that by
That's the
what you're
secret.
doing,
So,
I
Or,
support it.
don't know,
Right?
just
who's the guy that
confusing.
sings "Living La Vida Loca"? Isn't that something somehow? I don't know. Is that how you guys are?
It's Ricky Martin.
It would not, dude. I
Who
would not
said
take
that?
any kind of disrespect to that, dude.
It's the voice
Right.
from the heavens.
I would not take that as any
Oh
sign
yeah,
of
it's the
disrespect, dog.
loveliest voice
Right.
on Facebook gave it.
Jared is right about it. Yo, it's called a
Hello, how you
decoration
doing?
flag.
I'm
Okay.
doing fantastic. How you guys?
And then one thing too, chat. Like if you have old flags
Good.
that you want to dispose of,
What do
you
you
can
want us
actually
to,
Google it.
Should we do?
I'll look it up for y'all and then I'll
push-ups, or-
paste it. But you can mail the flag off and they'll do a proper
How are
ceremony
you,
for
Miss,
it.
Ossifer?
I'm doing good actually. I'm
Just so
in-
you
What are you
know,
doing? I've been seeing your
I
your
miss you,
streams lately.
Miss
and they're, like,
Marcia,
you're
I miss
folding
you.
clothes and stuff.
I miss you a fuck ton, ma'am.
It's a folding clothes stream.
I miss you more.
what, did,
Nessa.
what did Chris
I miss you a
say?
fuck ton.
You miss me a fuck ton, bro.
Miss you a fuck
Oh,
ton.
yeah.
I
I miss
miss
you
you
a fuck ton.
more.
How's everything going?
Everything's going good. Recently, he's talking about when I was doing the IRL streams with off my phone.
Oh, you have okay.
So that's what you were talking about, and
I'm sorry.
that pretty much came about because I had broke my setup down, so I could kind of like
Oh.
remodel my room and stuff like that,
Oh, okay.
make it a little
Yes.
bit more functional, for
Oh.
me. So, and then I kind of put it back up, and then today, when Matt hit me up, I was like, "Yeah, I'll be ready by the end of the week."
Did you finish your room? Did you clean it or whatever it is that you're doing?
Yeah, I did. I have a few more things that I need to tuck away. But the majority of the work is already done. So
Okay. Does it make you feel better?
it does. It actually does.
Yeah,
Because
here
I
you go,
have to,
chat.
like, you know,
I
was
think your local
explaining when you
VFW
have,
hall
like, a
might do
lot
it
of
too, chat.
clutter, kind of.
Right, I
kind
think
of
your
like, it
local
wasn't
VFW
really
hall might do it
clutter,
too.
but
Let me paste
it was
this
just
right
the
quick.
room was full of unnecessary things, and I had to get rid of those things and just clear it up so you could have like it really does mess with your mental when there's too many things around and you see it every single day and stuff like that. And since then I've been so
It's
free
free
to be
shipping
able
on
to
all
move
US
out a little
orders,
bit more
chat.
and stuff
Yo,
like
free
that.
shipping.
So
It kind of
Right.
clears your mind up for different goals.
Free shipping.
it does.
You know,
it
always
does.
thinking about like if your house is clean and like your living.
You can also
area,
find out the
like,
ceremony and do it
it
yourself.
makes you feel
right?
so much more better. Like
This is where
don't
I
know how
got the
many
ceremonial thing.
fucking times I had after I cleaned my house. I just like fucking love my life. Like the house is clean, especially if it's on a Friday. House is still clean. It's like I don't know. And then honestly, I know what you're saying because I ended up buying like a chore chart thing because my house is clean. I was like, "Fucking, we're gonna keep it this way," and
Yeah.
we're gonna throw down that chore chart shit. You know, in the '90s, you just get your ass whooped. Now they get chore charts. It's like,
So,
let me just
chat,
go ahead and break this chore chart.
Apparently,
out, you
your
know what I'm
local
saying?
VFW, right?
it's
Your
been
local
working
VFW
for
will
us
also be
a
able
lot.
to.
So
right.
I know what you mean.
Will
man.
also be able
Keep it
to
clean.
help you out with that.
We should
Okay,
start a
your
t-shirt
VFW hall.
company. Keep it clean.
How do you guys know what the VFW is?
Shit. You know, I got all the like that was one reason too, was because I bought some equipment so I could make merch and stuff like that. So pretty much
Oh, nice. You got one of those steam things?
yeah, I have a heat press that I have for like 10 plus years, and then I bought some other things that will help be able to make like instead of sending them to the website and stuff like that, like there's certain things like so I could do like giveaway stuff and a quick merch
Yeah.
like that. So I got a nice little like yeah, it's functional. I got
I love it.
my arts and crafts and everything like that. The only thing that I have left to put up is like my embroidery machine. So
Okay. Can you do underwear?
yeah,
Can you do much?
I
Try to
can
do
do
a
everything.
clean booty.
You want me to put the little shit stain on in the middle of it and everything?
yeah,
that's
yeah.
That sounds
It's
so
gotta
yummy
be
right
very,
now.
Very
Sounds so
genuine
yummy.
too, like original. It can't be drawn out. So nasty.
Yes.
Oh man. Okay, so instead of saying it could be like an ossifer thing. I love that.
Oh,
It's an ossifer thing. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I ain't talked to you in a long time.
all right,
girl. I'm
so
glad
Mark-
to hear from you.
Yo, Mark.
Yeah, I
Mark,
know.
no disrespect should be
It's
shown
been,
the flag,
like,
United States of
I've
America
been
flag. The
trying
flag
to
should not
catch
be
y'all
dipped
streams, but like my
to
sleep
any person
schedule
or
has
thing.
been
Regiment colors,
so
state flag,
messed
blah blah
up,
blah.
And
That doesn't
Right,
matter to
that's
me.
just for the regular
I'm just glad
flag.
you're here
Right, you
and
can
you're
look
still
at
my friend.
yo,
I
Mark.
love
If you look at Google, dude,
oh,
there's
you know
like a
that without a
shitload
doubt,
of
man. You know,
like
it's, I'm
differences
not,
between all this stuff. Here,
never
let me
not
post this
gonna
for
be
you
your
too,
friend. I'm
Mark.
always here regardless.
know.
If anything, I'm probably like sleep, and then I look, and then I get up, and I see a notification that you guys went live, and I'm like, oh shit. I missed another one. What the hell?
It's been a long time. I remember me and you and Chris used to be in the same
Yo,
chat
Mark.
room for hours. Like,
Mark, check
same-
that shit out, dude.
same- you know, things change, things happen, life. It goes to show you that life is real.
Mark, check that out.
Yeah,
You
life
know, it's hard to
is.
sustain. And these moments that we come back and see each other and talk about it are worth it. It's almost like we need that time, right?
Hey, most definitely. Like when I hopped into Chris's chat finally, because I was like, "Yay, I'm up! I can catch him." And saw that he went live, and I hopped in there, and I was like, oh, "I missed my Netto.
Oh, I know.
I fucking.
And
Hey, you know what? You should go check out your favorite Savage because your favorite Savage has
Yeah, Mark,
all
I
her
saw the picture, dude.
notifications,
To me, that's not a
and
big
it's
deal, bro. To me,
geniusly
that's
done.
what I consider a decorative flag, dude, that has no ill
Ooh.
meaning or
All her
misrepresentation
notifications
or
are-
desecration of any United States flag, right? I don't take that in any way like that, dude. And if anybody
it's
does, they're
got
being kind of
Chris's face
douchey about it,
and
to be honest
voice.
with you.
Oh, that's cute.
as the notifications, and if you,
It's so
I
funny.
chose- I used all my profile. I use my
Yo, I
personal
love you too,
profile, all
alright?
three
And
of
I
my
hope you
gaming
are alright.
profiles.
Right.
I use accounts I
Dude,
didn't know
ribs?
I
I want
had
them ribs,
just to
I'm hungry.
so I can see it.
Yo, Miss Chris, I
Because it
appreciate the
spins-
I appreciate
his
the
face spins
thank you
at
for the
you
people
and
who
it
served,
goes-
right?
Thanks for the like, player.
Or
Thanks
it'll,
for the
it'll
like,
do-
player.
Thanks for the share.
It just
Player.
the way it spins.
That is so cute.
The way it spins on the screen.
It's so funny, bro. Oh my god.
Thanks for the like, player.
Yeah, her name is your favorite Savage. Check her out.
Definitely.
No, you're not
Definitely
taking away at all,
check
dude.
her out.
That's what we're all about here,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Just because it's a little off topic,
One more thing.
don't mean nothing,
One
dude.
more thing
all
from
right?
me, and if anybody else has anything to say, hey, guess what I downloaded?
Well, I'll tell you this. I don't
after,
take that disrespectful at
download?
all, dude. Right? It's a
Truck
decorative flag,
Simulator.
right?
Yay!
That's all it is, dude. Just a decorative
Are
flag.
you serious?
And that's all,
Yeah, you should
right?
hit me up tonight.
If you
if you
burning the
get your
flag,
shit
dude,
set
or
up.
doing some weird
But
shit
I
like
try-
that, yeah,
try
I'm gonna
to
have a
tell-
problem with that,
yo,
right?
Chris is gonna download it, but he's got, got that hard drive stuff he's got to deal with. But like,
got
you
zooted.
should totally show us the ropes. We want to do it, bro. We want to hang out and do like
got
you know
you.
team
Yeah.
trips and shit like that.
Zooted right off the edge of the building, dude. It was just a weird thing.
I got
Well-
you. Definitely. Let me know, and then I'll
Come on, I thought topic, so fuck it.
hop on.
Right?
Okay.
My
Jared-
wheel is sitting right here. I just have
Jared,
to
can you
mount
do me a
it.
favor? Can you tell the kids I said hello,
Yeah.
please?
Oh,
Right? If you don't mind,
I thought
I'd
you were doing a
appreciate it.
giveaway for it because you're.
Yo,
I'm just
Matt, I
kidding.
love it, dude. Matt, it's so funny. Yo,
No,
chat.
Is that wheel
Listen,
worth
Miss
it?
Chelsea
wheel?
is
Is it really
your
worth it?
fave Savage,
It actually
right?
is
She streams on
because it gives
Facebook.
you, like,
If you want to see
ever
some
since
funny
I
shit
got
when
the
she
wheel
goes
and
live
everything
chat,
like
she's
that,
got my
it
voice
gives
and a
you, like,
picture of me that
nice little
spins.
feel.
It's like,
bet
thanks for the
you
light, player.
Actually,
Thanks for
got
the
the
share, player.
pedals?
Thanks for the stars, player.
yes,
It's
I have
funny.
the pedal. The pedals
All right,
come
Richard, have a
with
good
it.
night, sir. Have a
And
good
then
night.
what
Yo,
was it?
Jared, thank you, dude. Thank you. Let them youngins know I said hello.
350, right? 370 or some shit.
Nah, I paid $100 for this one.
Damn.
The big hundo. Big hundo.
All right.
A hundo. I only paid a
Hundo?
hundo for that.
All right. Well, hey, I
Um,
think that's a
Yo, mine
that's a
too,
really
Ruben.
good game
Mine
for
too.
people who like
Mr.
to
Matt
talk a
Johnson,
lot
what
in
is
their
up,
streams
sir?
like
How are
me,
you? How are you? I
and
hope you're having a good day, sir.
I'm
Hope
serious.
you're having a good day.
I like to talk to my chat rather than play
You think
a
it's
lot,
flipping
and
Discord?
so if I could travel and I found out it turns dark, and
Wait,
I
what?
found does it rain in there?
Yeah, it does.
Oh my fucking god, bro! I feel like we're gonna do a rain mission this weekend somewhere. Hopefully,
It does.
can you make it rain?
I don't know if you.
Yeah,
can
you
make
got
it
dollar
rain, but I
bills?
know-
What'd you say, Chris?
You got dollar bills?
You
Yeah,
gotta
right?
pay your
Mhm.
bills. What?
No, you got dollar bills.
Yeah, you said you want to make it rain?
Somebody gonna
Right?
make it rain.
I mean, unless you want to throw coins,
I
dog.
like
That's
the
kind of
wet
fucked
rain.
up. Right?
All right, all right.
Nah, but
Well,
Yo,
it's
Richard, have a good
schools
day
and
tomorrow,
everything,
sir.
Too, in certain areas.
Have a good day
on the
tomorrow,
map,
sir.
it'll
All right. I
show.
appreciate you, Richard.
I agree. Sam. All right. Well, what do you guys think?
Damn.
What do you want to do?
Wait, what?
If there's nobody else in chat, yo, does anybody have any questions for Miss Ossifer? Miss Ossifer, is there something you want us to know or anything like that? Or like, I feel like this is more of a friend session than anything. I love talking to you.
Yo,
but
chat,
we brought you
who
on the
all
show.
wants
Is
to
there
hop in
anything you kinda
Discord?
wanna like tell
Who here wants to hop in
tell
Discord?
anybody here?
I mean, nothing's really changed for me. More or less, just focusing on trying to just grow the community.
drizzle?
My
Oh
community
my
in
God.
a very good, positive way. We're like, I think we're like 16 away from hitting 3K, and then
Hell
as
yeah.
well as getting affiliated with Twitch as well. For the
Are you
support
on
options.
Twitch?
Oh yeah, I dual stream.
Yo, chat.
Okay.
I
Chat.
definitely dual stream.
Can y'all do me a favor?
I do
Chat, can y'all do
that,
me a
and
favor?
then, of course, you know, do little clips and stuff like that. I put up on TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that. So I've just been really focusing on between merch and trying to grow the community, and then of course, you know, do some real life just chatting with the community just to get to know every one of my followers better. I wanted to get on a real personal level.
Chat, hold on. Do me a favor.
And shout out to my community too, because they've been hitting me in my inbox like with real life issues and stuff like that. And just, you know, being able to chat it up and them like feel like, you know, I can count on you to give me some good advice and stuff like that. That really warms my heart. Like,
Chat,
and
can
then
y'all
to hear,
go
like,
up
a
over
couple
here
of
and
weeks-
and show her
couple
love?
weeks or
She's like
days
3
later,
away.
you know,
She's
hey,
3 away from
that
3K,
advice that you
chat.
gave me was
She's 3 away
really-
from 3K.
really
Can y'all
good.
go
Thank
show her
you
love
for
right
taking
quick?
Oh,
Can we
yeah.
hit? Can we get to that 3K or what? Yo, chat, go over there, show her love, chat. That's my homegirl. My homegirl, Miss Marcia. She's the one that made the Discord for me.
It's not
Right,
just, you know,
been very
streaming for me.
proactive with helping this
It's,
family,
you know,
right?
being
So
able to
if y'all are
be
not following her, can y'all go show her love right quick, if you don't mind?
Support system.
I'll be
if
super,
they don't
super
have a strong
blessed,
support
right? Super humbled
Right.
if y'all don't
So-
I
mind.
agree. I can see that when I watch your channel.
Right,
I
I'd be
can
super grateful,
see
chat, if
that
you don't
put
mind.
a high level of
Yo, oh, she's
effort
starting away
into
from
letting your
3K,
community know
but
that
you know what I'm
love them.
saying.
But what about the time that you hammered a man's feet with a Fisher Price mallet until he put up the backyardigans on TV?
Holy
supposed to
shit.
Tell people that, man. I thought
So
that
aggressive.
stay between me and you.
So aggressive.
I thought that stayed between me and you, man.
No, that was actually Sal that asked in
I just-
chat. He
I just
told
put
me
it
to
there, right?
say,
Hold on, I'll
Salvatore
pin it.
asked me about it.
There you go, I
wasn't
pinned
me.
it. I pinned it.
Sal, man, you're not supposed to tell the whole world that happened.
I pinned it. Pin.
Well, that's cool. I'm okay. So, Miss Officer, God damn it.
Miss
Yeah,
I
you,
knew I was
freaking
gonna mess up. and
Michelle.
I
What is
promised
up,
I-
sweetie?
Miss Ossifer.
What's up, Miss Michelle? How are you?
what-
How are
tell
you?
us
How's
this-
everything
okay.
going?
So, Miss Ossifer,
How's everything
in
going?
conclusion, we
Right?
want you to take us out of the
I hope you're
stream,
good. I hope everything's going good.
and let us know why they call you Miss Ossifer. I already know the story, but I love it.
Miss
Tell us
Officer.
why they call you Miss Ossifer, and then say your goodbyes to us and tell us you love us 3 times.
Hold on. Okay, so basically she got really drunk. She got pulled over by police, and she's so drunk she called him Miss Ossifer, right? Is that how it goes or what? No?
that's exactly how it went. Exactly.
I'm just
I think
kidding.
it
I'm
was
just
something
kidding.
with your family, right? Your family was like, "Hey,
All right.
okay, go for it."
So ever since a little girl, I've always wanted to be a police officer, and when I finally, after getting out of the
Yo,
military
I'm
and
so
going to
glad that
school
you're
and then
all
going
right.
through
Miss Michelle. You know, I ain't
getting
forgot
my
about you knowing
bachelor's
about
and
those
then,
messages we sent a
going
while
straight
back.
into the academy
I've been wanting to
after
ask you about it, but I
graduating,
didn't know if you was wanting to talk
I
about it,
became
you
an
know?
officer. So I'm certified in the state of Florida as a police officer, still certified in the state of Florida, and pretty much my family then, you know, started, you know, kind of giving me the nickname Ossifer.
Mm-hmm.
And while working probably June of 2018, was it 18? Yeah, 18.
Mhm.
Pretty much I started streaming, and I was like, what's my stream name gonna be? You know, it's always one of those things where you have to pick out a very, you know, catchy stream name and everything. And since I was still working as a police officer at the time when I started streaming, I decided it was befitting to name myself Miss Ossifer Gamer. So
I
Ossifer
agree
Gamer, man.
because
Yo,
every time
chat,
I looked at her name, I'm
Miss
like,
Marcia
man, that
has been
reminds
a
me of
godsend to
backwards
me.
officer.
Right, chat, I
Like,
promise
God,
you.
and that's what the story was, and I was so happy to know that because I was like,
yeah.
girl, I knew he was Miss Backwards Officer.
Mhm.
It was funny. Ah, shit. Well, thanks for sharing that with us. All
I
right.
think
all
that's
day.
the main thing really was sort of for myself. Because I was new to sort of streaming and the gaming side and things like that. I was following.
I know, man.
Sort of Chris and Mud.
Yo, I
and
know, Miss
hadn't
Michelle.
really
Right.
come across.
I'll send you a
yourself
message. I just didn't know if you want to be bothered by it or
and
whatever. Like, you know what I'm
It was
saying?
one of those where you
Right?
kind of click on.
So I'll send you another message. I wanted to check up on you, right? I was worried about you.
And then I ended up kind of
All right.
coming across, your
But
stream.
I'm glad.
And,
Listen,
I just
I'm glad
loved
that
your
you're better,
characters
right?
and
And just
things,
remember,
but
Miss Michelle,
didn't-
we all out here
because you
trying.
didn't in
We're out here
those
trying
talk
our
to
hardest to
anybody
keep our heads above the
like
water. You know what I'm
Chris
saying?
And Wicked and
Right?
people like that. I thought that I'd
We
kind
all
of
out here trying to do
found
that, okay?
someone
So you ain't
to
alone.
follow myself
Miss
with
Michelle, you ain't
that
alone.
wasn't
All right.
connected to anybody
You ain't
else.
alone.
And then I think it was the next day where all of a sudden I was watching Wicked stream and you was in there, and then I think Chris was in it at one point, and then I realised that you'd all known each other for years anyway and stuff. So I sat there, and it was as though someone had taken my chocolate bar away from me, really, because yeah. But no, I just doing this with Chris and Mud each Friday. It kind of dawned on me last week, really, is sort of where it's a
Hold on,
great
Miss Mich-
opportunity to kind of meet someone.
Hold on,
who
Miss
was
Michelle, don't go nowhere. I got to
behind
tell you
the-
something real
the
quick.
characters
Let me let
that
him finish
I
this story, and I
really
got to tell you something.
kind of love and love following.
I want to tell you
'cause,
something. Don't leave yet.
just full of positivity and because you're an I'm getting the two mixed up right now. Because you're an officer in those, I just love the way that you approach different situations and things in those when all the madness is going on around you.
Yeah, the top is like spiritual
you
stuff,
still
right?
got that kind of professional
Like,
element as well behind
those
it, and
signs
I
that you
think
have for your
it's
birth
great,
month
but-
and
I
whatnot,
mean,
right?
that's what I used to do in
Totally.
IRL, like real
Mm.
life.
yeah,
All right, so
And
listen, Miss
people
Michelle.
like I got a lot of like the community that I served. I got a
I
lot of
didn't
respect
learn a lot,
for it because
right.
there's like as they're
I
yelling
came
at me,
from,
I'm like, I have the
like,
rest in
where
bitch face.
a lot of conversation, communication didn't really
Yeah.
transpire
this
too
rest
much,
in
right?
bitch
But I
face,
did
and
learn
they're yelling at
something.
me,
All
and
right,
I'm
I learned
like,
something by hitting rock
as soon
bottom.
as they're
You know what I'm
done,
saying, ma'am?
And they're just standing there.
I learned
looking
something
at
by
me,
hitting
it's
fucking
an
rock
awkward
bottom and
silence.
living in
I'm
rock
like,
bottom for a
okay,
while,
so now
right?
that you're
Is
done,
that
I could go ahead and speak to you and let you know
the
what's
way to
going
measure
on.
who you
And I
are as
was
a
very
person, right?
detailed in what I, like,
It's
you
not,
know,
it's not
I was
Yeah.
very
balling,
detailed
right?
in,
But
in
it's
explaining to him everything.
number
and
one,
the steps
how
that I had
how
to
you pick
take.
yourself
So,
back up, right?
when I started,
And number two, how you
RPing,
avoid tripping and
it
falling
was
again.
that was like the same approach.
And
like,
learning,
that,
right?
'cause
Learning
RP is,
outlets
you
and
go
learning
play
ways to be
everything
able
out.
to
Not everything has
express
to be
yourself,
show up.
right?
So, but,
And
most
talk about
recently, of
things.
course,
You know what
I
I'm saying?
know a lot
For me,
of
that
my
really helped me a
community,
lot. I don't know if
was
that'll help
built,
you, right?
built up on
But
the
I will tell you
RP
this.
scene and
You know what I'm
everything
saying?
like
Like,
that. I had to take a step
I've
back from
been
that.
at
It
the
was
lowest lows, right?
certain things was
I mean, for my
triggering
own
me,
reasons, right? I'm not saying that we're
and
comparing
causing,
like
my anxiety and everything
what we're
to go
going through
up.
by
So
any
I had
means.
to take a step
But I
back
will
and
say
go
this:
back
what
to
really
where,
helped me is like
my
I
stream
started
and,
I started
for
asking
those
myself
that
like,
didn't
what
know,
kind
my
of
stream
man am
started
I?
off with,
Right? What do I want to
FPS.
be? What do I want
So
to
I
do in
started off
life?
with
Right?
Apex
I can keep going down the road I'm going,
stuff like that. So I just
and then
went
just
back to doing
fucking
that, and
end up
I
in
just,
fucking
found
a
love
coffin or
with
something,
those
you know,
games
or I can change it,
more,
right?
and then
And
try to see
and how do I
can
change it?
incorporate all the
What
games
what
that
will
I
help me
play,
change it,
so
right?
that way they have
So
a
I started.
variety.
I went to a
You know,
counselor, dude. I was
sometimes
talking
it
to a
does get
counselor for a
boring,
while,
so
and that
every
was
now and
super
again,
super
I'll go back
beneficial,
into the
right? And then
city,
on
but I
top of that,
don't have
I set
my,
goals for myself, right? Real
my
small
cop
goals,
character
easily accomplishable
anymore.
goals,
So I have
right?
Right.
Okay, I
Shit like
didn't know
this.
that.
I
Yo, shit
don't
like this,
know.
right? Shit like this.
I have no clue.
Hold on.
So
Shit
I
like
know
this,
I'm not in
right?
the Discord for
Smart
the cop
goals, right?
anymore. So
Smart goals.
Mm.
so I
Specific,
just have to
measurable,
do one
achievable,
little
relevant,
regular Amelia
slash
brought her back,
realistic, and time bound, right?
2.0. So that's all.
And then
That's all
it just
who I
started
have.
boosting my confidence, you know, and
So
started giving me that
I
drive to
kinda
push
took a
back,
different
you
approach
know,
with that one
and
as
make that
well
change
too.
and make this world a better
It's
place, dude,
completely
and
the RP with her is
and
a
find
lot
myself.
different.
You know what I'm saying, man?
Than
So I really hope that helps a little
imagined,
bit.
'cause
All
with
right,
her,
I
she
really
was
hope
just a
that
regular
I really hope
old,
that
just,
helps
like,
a little bit.
she'll
Like
bounce
I said,
around,
different
but,
situations I
and
understand,
just
you
do
know,
whatever.
but
But
it
this
really
time
really offered
is
me.
taking
It
more of
really
a
it picked me
since,
up
if we
from
talk about
from
like the
the
legalization of
literal rock
cannabis and all
bottom,
that stuff
right?
like that. So I've been pulling that kind of role, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
with her. And
But
That
you
was,
ain't ever alone, right?
'cause obviously
There's
what we
way
do
too
on a
many
Friday as
avenues,
well,
right?
around
And this is
mental
one thing that I
health
told
and things
myself
like
too,
that.
right?
I know,
There's way too many
was it kind
resources.
of a
Okay,
conscious
way too
thing
many
from the
avenues
beginning
of
that sort of
communication.
your
Way too
stream and
many,
your chat,
ways to talk
you
to
know, you was
people
going to kind of
and
offer that as a
to
support as
seek
well
help
to to other people, or was that
Yeah.
something that come
to have that as an excuse of being alone, right? So I always told myself, ain't nobody want to deal with my shit, dude. Right? But at the end of the day, what I realized is, right, is I was just an excuse because I was too scared to venture out and make a difference in myself. You know what I'm saying? That I was scared. I was scared to change. I was scared of stepping outside of the life that I was living. You know what I mean? I was super scared, right?
My focus was on that.
But sometimes, man, I just realized you gotta cowboy up, you know, and just make that leap. Right?
Pretty much.
I hope that makes sense, and I hope I'm kind of explaining. I'm really trying to explain what I'm thinking in my head the right way, and I hope it's making sense.
I'm having anxiety. I have PTSD, or I'm depressed, or whatever the case may be. They start thinking that they're crazy, that they're going to do something foolish, that
it's all about
stupid. And
who you are as a person, right? Is how you pick yourself up, right? And how you avoid falling again. And if you do trip, how you stop yourself from falling all the way down, right?
And so I felt that.
And I know that I chose consciously to live in misery, right? I chose that. There's a picture, right? There's a picture. The thumbnail for this stream, it says pain is optional, or pain is inevitable, misery is optional. I carried that around in my wallet for years. Right, that's saying just words printed on a piece of paper I carried around in my wallet for years, right? Because I needed that constant reminder of like, pain is inevitable. Pain will always be inevitable, but misery is optional.
You know what I'm saying?
And you're too beautiful of a person, Miss Michelle, to choose life of misery, right? So whatever I can do to help enable you, right?
Then of course, I take.
I would gladly like to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Alex, what's up, dude? Alex, eyeballs, what's up, Alex? Sorry, Alex, you walked in the middle of a deep thing there for a second.
So forth, or whatever. And but yeah, that was off rip. That was the jump. And I think as I started streaming and the community started growing and everything like that, I started to form how I wanted to help or
I love Miss Marcia. She's such a good person, man. I've always had so much respect for her, chat.
And in the meantime, while I'm not streaming,
but I hope that makes sense, Miss Michelle. I hope I explained that accurately, right? And that applies to everybody, right? I'm sure anybody can take something out of that, right?
Yeah.
Yo, changing the world, bro. Changing the world.
Yourself a lot.
Changing the world. That's what it's all about, man. What's all about at the end of the day.
It has. It showed me a lot, because about myself, I don't really like being in front of the camera, believe it or not. I know I'm like a natural when the camera goes on, but I don't like being in front, like in the spotlight. I like to be in the back.
Yeah.
The back part, you know what I'm saying? Be that supportive character. And so starting my stream and doing all of that and everything like that has really showed me a lot about myself, and then how I use my personal experiences to help others. And if I don't know the answer to something, then I can, I'm like, hey, we'll research it together. We'll find the answer together.
There you go.
Or what have you. So a lot of my life experience, because I've been through a lot. Been through a lot within from my time on this earth. I've been through too much. So now it's like I want just nothing but straight peace, happiness, and to be loved. That's really all it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, definitely. And we're obviously speaking about, we was talking about the spiritual kind of thing, side of things, sort of this evening as well, which, your stream is very spiritual, isn't it? And you do sort of a lot around. I think you're a very spiritual person as well, aren't you yourself? So.
I believe in, I believe in God. I also, my mom, I grew up in a church family. We go to church. We haven't been to church since COVID hit, but I believe I pray daily. As far as the other spiritual stuff, I believe in that too. I know it does contradict each other, but I believe to a certain extent with those.
Yo, Miss Crystal, I mean,
stars are aligned. Certain
people are gonna make mistakes, right?
And about all of that.
But you should strive not to. You know, we've all been put in predicaments where we want to go back to doing the dumb shit that we did before. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always gonna be a constant battle. I think, right? I really think it's always going to be a battle, right?
She's been teaching.
But once again, you determine who you are as a person by how you avoid falling, right?
If I could say from
by how you avoid falling,
streaming until now, I'm in a way better spot.
And I'm
than
proud
I
of you
was
for not doing it.
before.
Right?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
proud of you
gonna
for not
be
doing
like
it.
completely honest.
Right.
Like
Mhm.
I'm super proud.
since streaming
Yo, she
and
sure
not
as hell
having
is, Miss
to
Michelle.
like be so
Did
I
you
could be
listen to
myself
Madison Rising version
versus
of
be
the Shark Tank
like
Dinner before
trying to
next
be
one? I
something
don't.
else or to mask
No, I don't
my
think
personal
so,
self.
Alex. Can you
I
send
don't
it to
have to
me?
do that. And when I stream, I could be myself.
So, Alex, can you send
So
that to
what
me?
you see on camera when you
I'm
come
proud
into
of
the
you, Miss
stream,
Crystal. All
that's
right.
me 24/7.
You
The
should be proud of
camera's on, the
yourself.
camera's
Like that
off.
should be.
I
That's
don't
one of those
change.
goals, right? That's
I'm
that self
forever
confidence. That's that.
steadfast
That.
in the
Hey,
same.
I'm gonna
So,
be okay.
So
Yeah.
Right? I'm gonna be okay. You know.
Except for like in your characters, right?
in my
I mean,
character,
because your character varies a little bit, right?
yeah, my character varies. It does
Matt,
take
go to
me.
work.
I know Amelia, she's more so of my stilo, like you know how I am, and then Taraji is the same. And then
Yo,
oh,
anytime. And
shit,
pat
all my
yourself on the
characters have a
back.
little
Take
bit of me,
pride
if
in
I'm
that,
gonna be
right?
honest.
Now listen.
I have
Yeah.
Don't ever
Hussein,
be arrogant.
Amelia
right?
thing, but for right now it's just
We
Amelia.
should never be arrogant,
So
right? To the
I
point
mean,
of where we're just.
it depends. Like I
rude,
put a little bit
right?
into
You
it,
know?
and then of course
But it's okay
add a
to
little
take pride in
extra
yourself. It's okay to
exaggerated,
be proud of what you
you
accomplished,
know,
where you
just
got
for
to,
the, you know what I'm saying, for
and
the
embrace it,
entertainment purposes
right?
only. But
Mhm.
It is
everything
100%
else is
okay.
just all pure
Obviously,
me.
there's a difference
Like,
between,
you know, I'm a real laid back chill person.
you
I
know,
don't
having the
like
confidence
confrontation.
or,
I really don't. If I could talk to you about certain things, I would rather talk it out versus, you know,
sorry, Chad, I was
fighting or
trying to
getting
listen to her
yelling
too.
and doing all that jibber jabber, going back and forth. You know. So
It's completely okay to take pride in your accomplishments and where you are today, all right? Just don't be arrogant. Stay humble. Stay humble and stay kind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stay humble and kind.
I feel you on that. Me too. I think that's what all actors have in common, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we like we're not we just kind of know how to work through situations, whether it's work, life, or whatever. We just know how to figure it out.
Yeah, I would rather figure things out and figure out where the disconnect came from.
Mm.
Figuring that out first, and then figuring out how we can not get back to that point, how we can move on from there. How can we? Where did we go wrong? And let's fix that. Let's work on fixing that. Once we work on fixing that, we can work on fixing anything else. And if we approach everything like that, then we'll be, you know what I'm saying? For me, it will be straight. So. And majority of the time, when I feel like it's too much and you don't want no change, I'm gonna distance myself completely. I will remove myself completely. So I found myself lately doing that.
Oh, you
Is
can
like remove myself from
yeah,
a
you can
lot
send a
of
personal one, dog.
negativity because I just want to like legit. I want to be surrounded by positivity.
But see, Miss Crystal, and
Yeah.
that's kind of what
That's
I'm
why
saying,
I
right?
love being with
That's
you
kind of what
guys,
I'm
like,
saying.
Legit. I feel
where
like
it takes,
when I'm not. When I haven't
it takes,
hopped in the stream or
it takes
or what have you
healing,
with you guys,
right?
I know
It
you guys
takes
don't care,
healing,
but
and at the end of the day,
do.
only you,
And
only you
I've
can get
missed
to
your
that spot,
streams,
right?
like, so much.
Only
I
you can
miss
get that
being
spot.
in
There's
there,
nothing
miss
that anybody else
comments,
can
I
do,
miss, you know,
right? At the end of the
RP
day,
and stuff with you
chat,
guys
when you laying in
because
bed alone
that right
with
there,
your
I
eyes
know
closed and your
when
brain
I
won't
RP
stop
with you
going while you're
guys
laying down in
or
bed, right?
even
At the
if
end
we
of the day,
do
that's
any
you,
other game,
right?
or even if
That's
I'm just
you,
in the
chat,
chat with you, I
right?
feel like, you
And that's
know,
why I want to encourage
that's
you,
that positivity
right? To look,
radiating. You know what I mean?
don't just stick to the
And I
words,
just
right?
love doing that. So,
Like
I said,
don't just stick to
that's
the
why
words.
we
Add actions,
decided
right?
to
Add actions to it,
oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
What is
Like
that?
achieve what you're
Oh, that
going
was,
for. Like put
that
actual
couple
thought and
I
effort
heard
into it,
something.
right?
Yeah,
And be
couple
proud.
Like, what am I
following.
doing
Right?
right now? Like,
Just
that
for almost
person's
giving
on
in.
right now?
Yo,
Like,
Miss Crystal, like,
Nah, but
listen,
that's why like I
listen,
said,
right? Let's say I go
I
punch
just
somebody in the
you
face,
guys,
right?
I love you guys to death.
I
So,
feel terrible
mean,
for
like,
punching somebody in the face,
it-
yeah, we
right?
love you
Nah,
too. Yeah.
Right, but that's completely different
I
than
mean,
almost
you
punching
guys
them in the face.
are
There's been a lot of
amazing.
people that have almost
I
wanted to
thank
punch in
God
the face,
every single
right?
day that I
You
met
just
you
can't do
guys
that.
and that
You
I
know,
was
like, I
able
get it.
to RP with you guys and just do other things and just see how you know the growth. I'm so happy, even though
Yo, thanks,
I
bro.
don't be in to see it all the time, but I do see the you know the posts that you guys post, and I'm like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
That's so
And-
sweet of you to notice that. I didn't know people were actually. I didn't know people actually take those posts serious.
I do. Every
Okay.
time I see it, I smile. It puts a smile on my face. Like I
Okay.
could have like my eyes welled up with tears, like swollen with tears
Aw.
or crying, and then I see a much of a post, and I'm like, oh, he's so cute, and then start crying again because it was so cute, you know?
And here I am trying to be serious.
Right?
No, I'm just kidding. You know what, Miss Ossifer? Here's what I get out of knowing you, and I feel like you have a really good heart, and I feel like we're two kids on a playground and we're staring each other down, and you come over to me and you're like, "Hey kid, you want to play?" And I'm like, "Yeah, let's play." Yeah, and like, you know, I feel like you have that.
That's a very
effect on
interesting
people,
way of
and
describing that.
it's
Oh
really
my
special
God.
because I felt
Only you could prevent forest
safe with
fires.
you when I was learning
Only
how to be a
you
cop,
prevent forest
and
fires.
nobody
Yeah.
else. And so I feel like you bring that to the community. I hope you have millions and
Miss
millions of
Crystal,
hearts win over. And I tell this
listen,
to all my
the
favorite
point
people.
is,
I hope
the
you
point is
win
that
the
you
hearts
didn't
of
fail.
millions because
you didn't fail.
you've won my heart,
Right?
heart over a million times, and I
You
know
didn't
you've
fail.
won Chris's.
Okay, you
and Matt's.
knew.
I'd hope that
Think
you know,
about
maybe,
what got you to the
I hope
point of
one
where
day
you
that
got
get
to,
what
where you
want
almost
and you
did,
deserve. Okay.
and let that be another tool in your handbag of what to avoid and distract yourself from. Right?
And we could talk to you
Right.
all night. I swear to
Let
God.
that let that be a tool in your
enjoy
handbag.
us,
It's a learning lesson,
you
right?
can also
You
still
didn't.
hit us
You didn't
up
trip and fall.
and
right?
talk to us, and we could go back to the old days sometimes.
Yo, Steven, I'm glad you're here
it'll
too,
be
sir.
good. I'm gonna
Listen,
try to
it
do
means the
that
world
more
to me.
often. I know I fell off so much because I started doing I just started focusing on stuff, and there was just so much bad negative juju around
Yeah.
it. And so
Everybody
it kinda
feels
made
it.
me-
It's okay. I mean,
it made me distance myself just a little bit from not from everybody because of what was going on because I felt like I had to. It's just one of those mechanisms where you put up a wall and you just try to fight, like, you know what I'm saying? Me fighting through that wall, trying to get back to where I was before all of that negativity came in, you know, and that's pretty much what I had to do. And what you see here today is somebody that broke that wall down and is back to where she was at before.
yay.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, hit us up. You need to hit us up for some truck driving. You know what I'm saying? And let's reconnect. I feel like people spread apart for a good reason and they come back together. It's okay.
Yo,
it's,
chat,
it's
I'm
good.
sorry that
It's
I
good
talked
for
through
the
some of
soul.
that, but that was super important for Miss Michelle
Good.
and what I was trying to
Good,
say. I hope you guys
good,
understand.
good.
I'm sorry. I'll let Miss
You know, I
Marcia
would
punch me in the
to
face later.
to most people, I would tell that's you got to figure it out. No, but Miss Osford, more than welcome to ever come back here. We're gonna have you on here more often.
Anytime,
Thanks.
man. Anytime.
Absolutely, Al.
Hey,
And Chris hit it on the head. Anytime, bro. We used to hang out all the time.
all the
But you know, I don't want this conversation to end. But you sure as hell can hit me up off the stream anytime you want. You know, I got some dad duties I got to take care of. So if
yeah,
you guys want to
got-
continue on, but I missed the fuck out of you. You know?
trust me, I missed the hell out of y'all.
and I'm glad. I think McCreed was onto something when she said this is like the weird time of the earth where people, you know, they come back together, they hang out, things are nostalgic, whatever the case might be. So thank
think what
God
I'm
for
gonna
Chris.
work
Thank
on-
God for you, Miss Ossifer. I didn't mean to cut you off, ma'am.
Oh no, you
think-
good. I was saying, I think what I'm gonna work on is, regardless of how I'm feeling, to make sure that I always stay in contact with you guys, not just when
Yeah.
I'm at a 10, when I'm at like a -1. Make sure I still contact you guys. It's something that I have to work on personally.
And it's our duty. I feel like I learned this week was to make sure that I'm reaching out to people that didn't think that I was reachable anymore. So
Aw.
yeah. So thank you guys. I appreciate you the hell out of you guys. I have to get going. Unfortunately, it's kind of an emergency.
Okay. Yo, Miss Marcia.
Brielle's having
I
some
miss you and I appreciate you.
womanly issues.
You too.
Yeah. So
All right.
what do you guys? How do you guys want to end this? Do you want to end this?
Matt has a
now?
joke. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's let Matt do his joke and then we'll call it.
No.
No, where's your joke at? We're waiting for the
Hold
joke.
up. I gotta stop all music. I
Yep,
want
stop everything,
everybody to
stop everything.
Listen up.
Stop everything.
Shift focus because this is gonna be our closure to every stream.
No
Okay.
way.
At
All
every
right.
stream, when you hear Matt, we need the joke. That means it's the end of the stream.
You need the
So
joke?
Matt, let's hear the joke of the week.
Is it a joke of the week?
Yep.
What one do you want, Mud?
I want the one you told us.
Yeah, me too. That shit was so funny. All right, here we go, Matt.
Dear.
The anticipation is building. No pressure.
Okay, as an as an ex-drummer and a talented musician that I was or was not, what did the drummer call his twin daughters?
All right. So what did the drummer call his twin daughters? All right.
What did the drummer call his twin daughters, chat?
What is it, Matt?
Are you ready?
What is it?
I've ruined it now.
No. What is it?
Right.
Say it.
What did
Everybody say, wait. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna stop talking. Go.
and a 1 and a 2?
Yo,
Isn't that so
chat,
good?
listen.
What
He
did he
told me that
call- what
earlier,
did the
and I just
drummer
couldn't
call
stop
his
laughing
twins?
for some
And a
reason. I don't know
1
why,
and
but
a
it's
2.
absolutely hilarious. And a 1 and a 2. Oh my god, bro.
Ah,
dear.
oh, what a
man.
beautiful! I love it.
That's the way I tell them.
I absolutely adored it, bro. Thanks for showing. And that concludes our show.
Oh dear.
That concludes our show. Yo, thanks for hanging out with us, Miss Ossifer, Chris. Always a pleasure. Matt, always a pleasure. All Mud Nation and all you Chris Netzel Nation guys and all you Matt guys out there and Miss Ossifer people, have yourselves a have yourselves
goddamn
damn
badass
good
night.
weekend.
I got you.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I got you, dog.
I'm sure we'll see. Thanks, bro, for yeah, because I didn't know. So I'll see you guys during the weekend in the content creation zone, and I'll see you guys in the chat, and I'll see you guys around the community. I
Love
you
y'all.
guys. See you later.
Love
Love
y'all.
you too.
Peace
See
out.
you soon. Thanks a lot.
Bye,
Have a
guys.
good weekend.
Bye, guys.
You too. Bye bye.
All right, chat. We know what time it is. What time is it, chat? Yo, what time is it? Chat, what time is it? Talk to me. Tell me what time it is. Do we know what time it is? What time is it, chat? Yo, if you're here, one person, chat, one person is all it takes to change the world. Easy things to do, right? Easy things to do. Anytime you're out in public, just smile at somebody and say something nice, right? Anytime you're out in public, just smile at somebody and say something nice. You never know what kind of day somebody's having and just how far that can go, all right? What time is it, chat? Changing the world, right? Yo, chat, it's changing the world time, right? Let's fucking do it, man. Let's do it, chat. All right. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Okay. Listen, I love the fuck out of y'all. All right. You guys mean the world to me. All right. I love y'all. Go change the world, right, chat? Change the motherfucking world, right? Here we go.
If you want to change the world, start off by making your bed. If you make your bed every morning, you will have accomplished the first task of the day. It will give you a small sense of pride.
Make your bed,
It
chat.
will encourage you to do another task, and another,
Make your
and
bed.
another. And by the end of the day, that one task completed will have turned into many tasks completed. Making your bed will also reinforce the fact that the little things in life matter. If you can't do the little things right, you'll never be able to do the big things right. And if by chance you have a miserable day, you will come home to a bed that is made, that you made. And a made bed gives you encouragement that tomorrow will be better. To pass SEAL training, there are a series of long
Yo,
swims
smart
must be
goals,
completed.
chat.
One is the night swim.
Smart goals.
Before
Small,
the swim,
smart
the
goals,
instructors
chat.
joyfully brief the students
Easily attainable.
on all the
Change the world.
species
Make your
of
bed.
sharks that inhabit the waters off San Clemente. They assure you, however, that no student has ever been eaten by a shark, at least not that they can remember. But you are also taught that if a shark begins to circle your position, stand your ground. Do not swim away. Do not act afraid. And if the shark, hungry for a midnight snack, darts towards you, then summons up all your strength and punch him in the snout, and he will turn and swim away. There are a lot of sharks in the world. If you hope to complete the swim, you will have to deal with them. So if you want to change the world, don't back down from the sharks. Over a few weeks of difficult training, my SEAL class, which started with 150 men, was down to just 42. There were now 6 boat crews of 7 men each. I was in the boat with the tall guys, but the best boat crew we had was made up of the little guys, the Munchkin crew, we called them. No one was over 5'5". The Munchkin boat crew had 1 American Indian, 1 African American, 1 Polish American, 1 Greek American, 1 Italian American, and 2 tough kids from the Midwest. They out-paddled, outran, and outswam all the other boat crews. The big men in the other boat crews would always make good-natured fun of the tiny little flippers the Munchkins put on their tiny little feet prior to every swim. But somehow these little guys from every corner of the nation and the world always had the last laugh, swimming faster than everyone and reaching the shore long before the rest of us. SEAL training was a great equalizer. Nothing mattered but your will to succeed, not your color, not your ethnic background, not your education, not your social status. If you want to change the world, measure a person by the size of their heart, not by the size of their flippers. The 9th week of training is referred to as Hell Week. It is 6 days of no sleep, constant physical and mental harassment, and one special day at the Mud Flats. The Mud Flats are an area between San Diego and Tijuana where the water runs off and creates the Tijuana Sloughs, a swampy patch of terrain where the mud will engulf you. It is on Wednesday of Hell Week that you paddle down to the Mud Flats and spend the next 15 hours trying to survive the freezing cold, the howling wind, and the incessant pressure to quit from the instructors. As the sun began to set that Wednesday evening, my training class, having committed some egregious infraction to rules, was ordered into the mud. The mud consumed each man till there was nothing visible but our heads. The instructors told us we could leave the mud if only 5 men would quit. Only 5 men, just 5 men, and we could get out of the oppressive cold. Looking around the mud flat, it was apparent that some students were about to give up. It was still over 8 hours till the sun came up. 8 more hours of bone-chilling cold. The chattering teeth and the shivering moans of the trainees were so loud, it was hard to hear anything. And then one voice began to echo through the night. One voice raised in song. The song was terribly out of tune, but sung with great enthusiasm. One voice became 2, and 2 became 3, and before long, everyone in the class was singing. The instructors threatened us with more time in the mud if we kept up the singing, but the singing persisted, and somehow the mud seemed a little warmer, and the wind a little tamer, and the dawn not so far away. If I have learned anything in my time traveling the world, it is the power of hope. The power of one person, a Washington, a Lincoln, King, Mandela, and even a young girl from Pakistan, Malala. One person can change the world by giving people hope. So if you want to change the world, start each day with a task completed. Find someone to help you through life. Respect everyone. Know that life is not fair and that you will fail often. But if you take some risks, step up when the times are the toughest, face down the bullies, lift up the downtrodden, and never ever give up. If you do these things, the next generation and the generations that follow will live in a world far better than the one we have today. And what started here will indeed have changed the world for the better.